What's up, guys? It's your man Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to episode 1061 of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. White Splinter said, blackout? No, black in. No, I'm just kidding. Hold up. Very good. Yeah, good to have you guys all in today. Today has been a very, 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 very good day. It's been a very good day. I had what I thought was a major announcement, and it still kind of is, but I was literally moments ago, and I will reveal to you what that something is a little later on in the show, along with my big announcement. Quick announcements before we get this party started. And keep in mind, my social media has kind of changed a little bit, so pay attention here. You can still follow me on Instagram at Donovan Sharpe TSR. Make sure you follow me on Rumble. Just go to rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe. You can find me on X at TSR Donovan. Facebook. Don't look for Donovan Sharpe. Simply search for How to Relationship. Search for How to Relationship. I'm going to focus a little bit more on my business page. I'm going to focus more on my business page on the How to Relationship. On the How to Relationship end. And there we go. So looking forward to that. All right, very good. Very, very good. Okay, you guys are active in the chat. That is always good. Guys, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to hit that like button. I'd really, 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 really appreciate that. Very, 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 very much. Guys, listen, man. Discord is the place to be. Discord's the place to be. If you want to get schooled on things we talk about, we basically have a good time in there, guys. We have a good time in there. We exchange information. We give each other tips. We guide. We strengthen each other, etc., etc. And it's a great place to be. It is a great place to be sure. If you want to join the Discord, the link is in. The Discord is in the chat. The Discord is in the chat. Just give me a second here. Also, a little bit late. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. If you guys want to get your hands on my 3 free ebooks, go to tsracademy.com, plug in your very best email, and all 3 of these ebooks, packed with rock solid, life-changing information, is all yours, absolutely, absolutely free. Oh, look at this. I'm going to start something new. The Roadblock 85 with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that very, very much. I think what I'm going to do, don't know what's happening there. What the hell? Jesus. Devin, you've connected your laptop. Oh boy. All right, so Devin, this happens when you have a lot of tech in your house. This tends to happen. Devin will occasionally, her laptop will occasionally connect with one of the 67 monitors I have in the studio. Hang on, guys. Looking a little cloudy. There we go. There we go. Much better. Wow, what a day. What a day, what a day, what a day. Yes, I will be joined by special guest Pearl Davis. She is going to school us on what TradCons are. I think a lot of you guys are probably a little bit more, and you guys are a little bit more informed on TradCons than I am. A little bit, but I want Pearl to come on and maybe fill in any blanks. Give me a second. So she'll be in here. She'll be in here shortly. She had some other stuff to do, as she always does. Things are going very, very well. Things are going very, very well. what I'm going to start doing is the first $10 super chat that I receive, the first $10 super chat I receive is going to be whoever super chats the first $10 super chat will get Don DeMarco'd every other super chat after that. With the exception of Ken Rose, he gets Don DeMarco's every time. So, like I said, later on in the show, we're going to be joined by the lovely and talented Pearl Davis. Looking forward to that. I will also be reacting to the, debate, if you can call it that, between Andrew Wilson and Lauren Chen. I watched Andrew Wilson on Fresh and Fit the other night. I watched him on Fresh and Fit, and he's an absolute rock star. Like, that dude is, he is a rock star. So I imagine this will probably be just as well. Sean Morris with the $10 super chat, appreciate that. With the like button. No, her name is Lauren Chen, Chen, Lauren Chen. But first, I'm gonna cover a couple of stories here, and where I'm also going to react to a couple of television commercials, because there are a couple of television commercials that have come out as of late. And there was one that I thought about when I woke up this Saturday morning, and I jumped in and I found it. And I think it's a very good. I think it's a great commercial. Gives us a good teaching moment. So at any rate, let's go ahead and get right to it here. So Devin sent me this article from the New York Post maybe about an hour ago, and to say that I'm not surprised by this, it is what it is. Howard University cancels graduation mid-ceremony after furious family members pound on doors, smash window. Let's get into it. A graduation ceremony for nursing students at Howard University ended abruptly and in chaos after angry family members chanted, "Let us in," and pounded on the doors and smashed a window after being locked out when the auditorium hit capacity. Loved ones of students in the College of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences packed into Crampton Auditorium in Washington, D.C. on Thursday, but not all relatives made it inside the building before the ceremony was abruptly canceled during the keynote address. Chaotic video footage shows dozens of people standing outside the auditorium, let us in, as the ceremony began. Pictures showed a glass door had been shattered during the commotion as people banged on the doors and tried to push past security to go inside. Well, okay. Well, all right. The article continues here. Quote, while they were doing the keynote speaker, comma, there was loud bang. Oh, okay. So obviously this is somebody speaking, because whoever's speaking sounds ignorant. While they were doing the keynote speaker, there was a loud banging. There was a loud banging even before that for 10 minutes straight. Graduate Bria Flowers told NBC Washington, just like boom, 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 boom. Shout out to Bria. Hope she makes it as a nurse. School officials told students and their families mid-ceremony, the article continues, that the fire department had come to shut things down. Quote, because of the size of the room and because our relatives sometimes do not know how to act, the fire department is here now to shut us down. Dr. Gina S. Brown, Dean of the College of Nursing and Allied Health Services, said to the roaring response of boos. However, DC Fire and EMS denied shutting down the graduation. Quote unquote, quote, DC Fire and EMS did not shut down tonight's event, the department said. At 6:42 p.m., he says, we responded to the Crampton Auditorium for a medical local at the request of campus police. The patient was evaluated and refused to transport, and DC Fire and EMS departed. So Allison Papson says that one was hurt in chaos after Howard University nursing graduation reaches maximum capacity. I guess already started. Let's take a look here. Come on now. Come on. This is what happens when you let them run the ads. Anyway, it'll play eventually. Students and their families were left shocked and upset by how quickly things got out of hand. I'm confused why it got so crazy, how it got so quick, so bad, so fast, graduate Kiana Hamilton said. Kiara, potato. Fellow graduate, Hallie Ragunanan said the incident was especially heartbreaking for her and her family because she didn't get to walk during her high school graduation in 2020 due to the corona pandemic. Oh, that sucks. I didn't even get to walk, she said. I didn't get to walk. I graduated magna cum laude, and I didn't even get to walk. I'm the class of 2020. I didn't get to walk for my high school graduation, and I didn't get to walk for my college graduation. Boo fucking who? Boo fucking who? Other graduates lamented over how much money their families had spent to be there for their special day. So it looks like this is an apologist. This Mother's Day weekend. It says Howard University, blah, 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 blah. So I guess let's check this out.
Because of the size of the room and because our relatives sometimes do not know how to act, the fire department is now here to shut us down. So this is what we're going to do. Hear me clearly. This is what we're going to do. Each of the
Did you hear what old girl said? She said, it is so ghetto. All the money we spent, an unnamed student told the station. My father and grandmother came down from North Carolina. Howard said security removed someone from the building before the ceremony who returned and smashed the glass outside the auditorium. One student was found with cuts on their hands from the broken glass. Ay, 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 ay. Unbelievable. Gentlemen. Oh, where did the... Okay, I don't know where the... All right. Gentlemen, this falls under the... This clearly falls under the... This is why we can't have nice things argument. That's where this falls under. There we are. I knew it was there. I knew it was there somewhere. This falls under the this is why we can't have nice things. Of course, something like this would happen at an HBCU. Of course this would happen. Guys, look, man, check this out. Howard University is supposed to be like the Harvard of HBCUs. Unfortunately, you can take the niggas out of the hood, but you cannot take the hood out of the nigga. Why don't I, dude, I will never understand why for the life of me, these kind of black people fuck everything up wherever they go. Listen, you guys know who we're talking, and obviously we know it's not all black people, right? Hell, it's probably not even most of them. But enough of them are unruly and out of pocket to create today's stereotype. We saw the other day on Fresh and Fit. We saw 3 women literally verifying the stereotype of the angry black woman. One even got her ass whooped by Icy because she tried to pull Icy's hair, pulled her wig off. Nobody was surprised at that. The only thing that surprised us was white girl Melissa, who immediately dropped the tray, of phones and started swinging on that hoe. Like, yo, that was legendary. That was fucking legendary. Anyway, most of the Frank Castles are always these fucking black bitches, y'all. And we wonder why. We wonder why nobody ever wants these people around. Dude, go anywhere. Go to a restaurant, go to a vacation. Anytime like these ratchet ass hood niggas and hood rats come in, they're loud, they're disruptive, they're disorderly, doing dumb shit. Wow. Okay. Doing dumb shit. Yeah, right. The girl that was the genesis of this sound. She got Frank Castled. Dude, yeah, Kevin Murray, Asian doll, and her fucking dumbass. Like, seriously, how many of these incidents do we have to endure to finally admit that niggas are a problem? Ain't nothing wrong with black people, man. Nothing wrong with black people at all, man. Ain't nothing wrong with black people at all. Our problem is niggas. And you guys should go and look. You guys should go. I recently released a short right here on YouTube talking about the fact that if you guys want to see what a failed matriarchy looks like, look no further than the black community. I dropped that on Saturday. Check that out. But this kind of shit doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all, man. It does not surprise me at all. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Even Zooer, member for 39 months. Says, great to be with you all, and thanks for all you do, Donovan. My friend, the pleasure is all mine. And I mean that with all sincerity. Lely Zero, also a member for 29 months. Says, I guess Melissa is a Michigan Spartan. Yeah, yes. By the way, Melissa, I don't know if you guys remember this or not. Melissa, actually, I met Melissa on a panel when I was with MLD. It was me, MLD, and McQueen. That was one of the fresh and fits I've had the most fun on. Like, it was absolutely crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Dude, me and MLD, we were fucking roasting those chicks, being savage as fuck. Being savage as fuck. Never forget that one. Never forget that one. Viking Gang says, Donovan, how do you deal with women who attack your masculinity on the first date? I need a little bit more information. Well, there you go. Says, for example, when she says, you're like a teddy bear, I don't like masculine guys. Thank God you are not one. I don't think that was attacking your masculinity, buddy. I think that was a shit test. It's probably a low-level shit test. Yeah, probably a low-level shit test. And the reason why she said that you're a teddy bear. Yeah, Manhancher Games said that was a backhanded compliment. Yeah, dude. Yeah, what do you do? Like, if she says you're like a teddy bear, dude, you're just gonna, honestly? Yeah, Genesis says drop her. Well, clearly you drop her. But, yes, Elena in the chat says, all girls want masculine men. Absolutely. Absolutely. It sounds to me like she's trying to figure out whether she can control you or not. That's really what it is. Well, thank God you're not one of those cheap guys. Translation, I want you to spend money on me. Miguel Aguavisa says, correct or simple as that. Miguel, my friend. Miguel, buddy. Miguel. Love you to death. Love you to death. Correct or simple as that. Gentlemen, listen, no shade, Miguel, and I know you're trying to help. Maybe not. That's the worst fucking advice I think I've ever heard. That is the worst fucking advice I have ever heard. Like, that's, dude, that's meathead, no shade, but that's meathead red pill guy. Correct her, simple as that. Like, it's that simple. Like, the situation is that simple, like, you just correct a woman. Really, Miguel, tell us how you would correct her. Tell us how you would correct a woman who says, I don't like masculine men. Thank God you're not one. Tell us how to correct her, Miguel. Tell us how to correct her. Please. Inquiring minds would love to know. All right, let's move on to our next. This next segment is going to be actually pretty cool because we're going to be looking at some commercials. Yes, I'm sure a lot of you have seen these Eli Lilly commercials about shame and obesity. Let's watch this commercial. This is incredible. Here we go.
Shame. It's been here as long as I can remember. In moments between me and others.
Ah, there's our first flaw. What's wrong with this picture, gentlemen? What's wrong with this picture?
In moments between me and others.
What's wrong with this picture, gentlemen? What's wrong with this picture, gentlemen? What's wrong with this picture? She's the only fat chick at the table. She's the only fat chick at the table. Dude, fat kids don't come from skinny families. Y'all, everybody at the table, nobody at the table is fat except for her. This is a made-up scenario. If you have one fat kid, all of your kids are fat. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. You guys have seen my 600-pound life, right? You guys have seen my 600-pound life. You guys have seen, 1,000-pound sisters. Anyone who is obese more than likely came from a family that encouraged obesity. They had mom and dad who were overweight. They didn't eat correct. And so everybody in the family is overweight, yet they're making us try to feel sorry for this girl because she was shamed by her skinny family looking at her funny. No. This is not her family. This is not her family. Everyone at that table would be overweight if this were factually accurate. Miss me with that.
Suffocating the love I allow myself. Reminding me again of my...
This, gentlemen, you see how big this girl is? This is fucking... Guys, this is child abuse. This is child abuse. This is absolutely child abuse. Oh, Mike Steele says, I've seen fat families with skinny kids. Oh, wow. Yeah, you'll see fat families with skinny kids. Yes, you will. But you very, very rarely see a fat family... a skinny family with fat kids. It doesn't work that way. The reason this girl is like this, it's not her fault. She's a kid, man. This girl is a victim of child abuse because her parents shoveled shit down her throat literally from birth. Kids don't get to this size without a culture at home that just throws caution to the wind. Kids that get this big, they don't play sports, they don't get outside. All they do is sit and eat and play video games and watch cartoons. That's it. When I was a kid, we were outside all the time. We were outside dude, my mom, we'd wake up on Saturday morning, watch cartoons, eating cereal. Dude, as soon as mom gets up, all right, get the fuck out of the house. Yes, sir. And we'd leave home at sun up. Go fucking hike, dude. We fucking hike through the woods, play football with your homeboys, climb a tree. Then we'd return at dusk, covered in mud, maybe a skin knee or two, right? Boy, those are the days, weren't they? Those were the days, weren't they? Yeah, T-Loss says be home before. Yeah, there you go. Hey, get out of here. Be home before the lights come. Be home till the sun goes down. Those were the days, but now parents aren't doing that anymore. And they're trying to make us think that this just happened to her and that this is not her fault. Well, no, this is not her fault. This is her parents' fault. But whose fault it's not ours. I don't give a shit. If you don't want your kid to be shamed for this, stop feeding your fucking kids crap. Tell them to go outside and play sports.
My body's supposed value.
Body's supposed value. There's a reason, gentlemen. Why Victoria's Secret supermodels are all multimillionaires. Because their bodies do have more value. You want to know why? Because people don't like looking at fat people. That's it. That's the value. Your body, your fat body, does not have value. I don't give a shit. Stop it. Give me a break. This is unbelievable. And you know, the thing is, man, is that, and listen, I used to be fat. This is crazy.
A body with a disease society treats like a crime.
A disease? So now it's a disease. A disease.
But health has never been a number, size, or someone else's perception. Health...
That is exactly what health is. Health is quantifiable. It's so funny how they try to say, well, this is not quantifiable. Look at yourself in the mirror. This is insanity. As if we don't give people who make bad decisions a free pass enough in this country. Here we go.
It's not about what weight we lose. It's about all the things a body can gain.
All the things a body can gain. Yeah. Yeah. High blood pressure, there's one. Diabetes, there's another one. Inflammation everywhere, that's number 3. Cellulitis, lymphodemas, organ problems, breathing problems, shortness of life. Yeah. See, right there, that was bitch babble. Yes, Eli Lilly, a pharmaceutical company, just said it's not about quantifiable or looking in the mirror. It's about all the body can gain. Yep. Well, they got that part right. Ay. Oops. It's just amazing. Oh, this next commercial. Oh my God. This next commercial. And some of you guys may have seen this commercial. But this commercial is absolutely false. Watch this shit.
It's 10 feet. One shot makes you a suit for 24 hours.
Waiting for the break of day. Getting up to splash my face. Wanting just to stay away. Should I try to do?
Oh, look at that. Did you see what that commercial just told us? Mom just had a newborn baby. And miraculously, she's already thin and back to work. Dad is taking care of the kid. I presume all by himself. Right? But the worst part of this is right at the very end. What happens at the very end? Watch what happens at the very end. This is 1,000. Yes. Look at this. Oh, look at that. You being a house husband, taking care of the kid, changing his or her shitty diaper, mopping floors, staying home, acting like a woman is so hot. It's so hot that I'm going to make you take care of my kid for a fortnight. And then one morning, and by the way, the guy learned how to be a master level barista. Now all of a sudden, that is so hot, I want to have sex with you. Gentlemen, let me be the first to tell you, it never, ever, ever works that way. Do not let these people fool you, man. Do not let these people fool you. This commercial is from back in 2001, and most of you probably don't remember this one. But I don't know why I thought about it. When I woke up. But you guys are going to love this commercial. It's actually got kind of a surprise ending. Here we go. Hang on. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. This looks like the beginning of a porn movie. I can't get it open. Hey! That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's how you handle that motherfucking... That's how you handle that shit. That bitch knew she's about to get some pool boy dick from the pool boy. She knew she's about to get some dick from the pool boy. She's like, all right, I'm gonna rub oil all over my body. I got the heels on. I'm the hot MILF. I'm the hot wife. I just recently learned what that was. I'm the hot wife, you know. I'm gonna lay back and act like, listen, dude, it's like the start of a porn movie. Am I wrong? Look, I used to be addicted to porn. I used to see that shit all the time. The hot wife always fucks the pool boy. Yeah, the cougar. Right? That motherfucker, and then of course I can't open it. Will you open it for me, please? That motherfucker said, psst. She says, can I have my beer? He's like, nope, but you can have the cap, and I'm out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, Moon-Pilled Rational Optics saw that one coming. It's funny. I did not. Manhancher Game says it's a twist off. Absolutely. That's the point. It is a twist off. And she could have opened it, but she pretended not to. So that, can you come help me, please? And he took that fucking beer. Now we have Dylan Mulvaney. Enjoy the decline, gentlemen. Enjoy the decline. All right, guys. All right, so I'm going to make the first. Of quite a few. I'm going to make the first of quite a few announcements, and I'm going to do that right now. And it's actually a pretty big announcement. Not as big as the announcement I'm going to give later, but it's a pretty big announcement. There we go. Oh wait, I thought I'd lost you guys. Okay, so here's what's going on, guys. This announcement, gentlemen, it's going to benefit every single one of us because it solves a long-standing issue that we have all been dealing with probably for the better part of the last, I would say, 2.5 years. Interestingly enough, as widespread as this issue is and as many people, as it affects, the solution we came up with, and by we, I mean Devin, because she's a fucking genius with this shit. But as many people as this affects, as complicated a problem as this has been for so long, the solution that Dev came up with is actually shockingly simple. So most of us here are well aware of the fact that most of you never get notified when I go live on YouTube. And according to the numbers and analytics on my channel, pardon me. All right, now I gotta stop this because this guy. Oh, Kevin's Corner. Kevin's Corner says he was the yard guy, not the pool boy. Kevin, seriously, what fucking difference does it make? What difference does it make, man? What fucking difference does it make? He was there by the pool, yard boy, pool. Why is, dude? I don't understand why people feel the need to make corrections on things like that. He was the yard guy, not the pool boy. Does it fucking matter? What the fuck does it matter? Really? Does it fucking matter? The MILF fucks the gardener, the mailman, the pool boy, the plumber. Does it really fucking... No, you weren't joking. Don't joke like that. I don't like petty corrections like that. Let's not make petty corrections that don't matter one way or the other. Anyway, it's being a little petty there, but we love you, Kevin. We love you, but dude, enough. Anyway. Yeah, it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep. Anyway. According to the numbers and the analytics on my channel, the percentage of my subscribers, this is shocking, that actually get notifications when I go live is 0.000867, which is less than a half an eyelash above 8/10,000ths of a percent. Now, in case you can't quite comprehend how small 8/10,000ths of a percentage is, let me break it down for you like this. For every 10,000 subscribers I have, which is a shade over 173K subscribers I have, if 8 are getting notifications, this means that only 138 of you are getting notifications when I go live. And Elena Gomez says, that's crazy. I always get my notifications from you. That's probably because you've recently subscribed to the channel. Now, as unfair as that sounds, there are actually pretty valid reasons for this. And these are reasons outside of the throttling process that we're all aware of. The first valid reason is volume. So when you hit the bell on my YouTube channel, you're getting notified every time I go live, every time I make a community post or upload a video and make it public. Now on my side, pardon me, I'm thinking, man, that's awesome. Man, that's awesome. My subs are getting notified every time I post a video, bro. And guys, marriage causes divorce. What are we doing? What are we doing, dude? Okay, come on. Like let's. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm on my period or something. Yeah, Kevin's Corner says that's weird. I never get notifications, but you're in my algorithm. Yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned, because I'll explain all of this if I can keep it all together in my head. Anyway, on my end, I'm thinking, man, this is awesome. But when I put myself in the consumer's shoes, your shoes, eventually it becomes, man, I'm getting notified every time this dude posts a video. See, in the beginning, when you hit the bell after discovering my channel, you're thinking, man, this is great. I'm getting notified every time Donovan does anything on YouTube. But after a while, it does get cumbersome. Not because of the notifications when I go live, but because of all the notifications you get when I upload videos and or make a post, which on certain days can be an awful lot. And think about it, guys. I know you guys love my content, but do you really want to get a push notification every single time I do anything on YouTube? Again, as great as that sounds for me, I can't imagine getting what, 5, 6, 7, possibly more notifications a day just from one channel. So on days I go high volume, you're inundated with notifications throughout the day, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And it appears that YouTube happens to agree with me. Right? So they throttle my notifications. So that's the first reason your push notifications are probably a little wonky. The second reason is that you have choices. Second reason is because you have choices. Content creators sometimes forget that our subscribers are subscribed to other channels. Okay? We forget more frequently that our subscribers are also getting push notifications from other channels. But the thing that we think about the least is just how many channels you guys are subscribed to. Some of you are subbed to 20, 30, 40 channels, right? I've also heard of people, being subscribed to channels into the hundreds. And I think one guy on a Reddit post said he was subbed to like almost 1,000 channels. That's crazy, but okay. So when you combine volume with choices, it is reasonable to assume that, yes, there is some throttling going on. And if that's the reason, totally cool with that. Totally cool with that. We also have to consider that YouTube likely prioritizes, like I was saying to Aliana Gomez, likely prioritizes the most recent channels that any given consumer has subscribed to, which sounds perfectly logical to me. I'd be very surprised. Honestly, think about it. I would be very surprised to find out that subscriber number, 37,264 still gets push notifications for TSR Live. Am I getting some, it says the audio is going in and out. Let me check with Dev, see what's going on. Anyway. However, as reasonable and logical as it is to understand why most of my subscribers are not being notified when I go live, I also understand that 8/10,000ths of a percent is most certainly not reasonable. I can understand it to some degree. But when only 138 of your 173,000 subscribers are notified of anything, that is flat out wrong. I'm rational, but I'm not a dumbass. And for me not to acknowledge that someone and or something is actively throttling my reach, that would be incredibly naive. It'd be incredibly naive. Devin was watching YouTube on TV, and it chewed up some of our bandwidth. Now, as far as Rumble goes, I'm very appreciative of that platform. It is clearly a welcome alternative to YouTube for many, many reasons. But like most new platforms, it does have a few minor issues, which is pretty normal, right? Yes, there's the lagging issue where the talking and the audio doesn't match. But there's also a notification issue because Rumble often doesn't notify you until roughly 45 minutes to an hour into the live stream. So for now, Rumble also stands in the way of you being notified consistently and on time. Now, all of that said, I'm not going to sit around and cry about it. Okay? I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to bitch and moan about it. Instead, like most things Devin and I do in our relationship, in every aspect, we took a red pill approach. We identified the problem. We discussed why the problem exists. We bounced theories and ideas off of one another based on our individual skill sets and expertises. We researched potential solutions, whittled it down to a few, then came up with a solution. That solution, gentlemen, is Club TSR. Club TSR, gentlemen, pardon me, is our brand new SMS text notification service that will send you a notification every single time I am live. Every single time. You will never miss another live stream again, whether it's TSR Live on YouTube, my dating show breakdowns on Rumble. You will be notified the very moment I go live. The notification, that will include the platform that I'm on, what I'm discussing, and a link that takes you straight to the live stream, and it's as simple as that. Isn't that right, Miguel? But it doesn't end there, guys. Devin, this is crazy. It doesn't end there, y'all. Okay? Devin has added an absolute brilliant feature that separates it from most, if not all, push notification services. She has created a way for users to actually choose which notifications you want, and she has given you 5 different options to choose from. Option number 1, all live stream notifications. When I go live on YouTube or Rumble, you'll be notified. Option number 2, dating show breakdowns only. If you're not a fan of TSR Live, but you like the dating show breakdowns, just select dating show breakdowns only. Option number 3, CME updates. Now, the CME 4 will be held in Lake Tahoe this fall. We're about to start making announcements about the venue, the whats, the wheres, the whens, and the hows. If you only want updates on the CME updates, you can choose that, right? This is the number 1 and maybe the only one 100% Red Pill Manosphere conference that has positively edified the lives of its attendees over the years. If you want notifications for just that, pick option number 3. Option number 4 are TSR Academy notifications. Anytime I drop a new book or a new course, you get a text. When I offer discounts, coupons, sales, promotions, and so forth, you'll get a text. Option 5 is all of the above. As Mike Steele, right on time, says, I just got a Rumble update for Lovers and Liars, which started about a day and a half ago. Option number 5 is all the above, so you will get the live stream notifications, you'll get the CME updates, you'll get the dating show notifications, and you'll get the alerts about my sales and discounts on TSR Academy. Now, there's also an option if you'd like to just show support, and yes, you can select, as many or as few options as you like. For example, if you want the dating show breakdowns and the CME updates, just pick those two options. If you only want to be informed about sales and discounts on, my catalog of books and courses, choose only option number 4. If you want some of both, choose options number 1, 2, and 4. If you want them all, select them all. It's completely up to you. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind, you will not be notified every time I upload a video, because that's the main reason a lot of followers opt out of push notifications. So you won't have to worry about being notified 5, 6, 7, 8 times daily because I've uploaded a few videos. You will only be notified of the live streams. Now, as some of you have correctly deduced, pardon me, doing something like this isn't free, which means we have to charge, okay? This is just the way it is. We certainly didn't want the most expensive solution, but we didn't want the cheapest either. We wanted Devin. We wanted to get the best value, right? But because of Devin's absolute brilliance, we were able to find a cost-effective solution that allowed her to tweak it and make the necessary changes to make the service as affordable as the cheaper options while giving you the benefits of the more expensive options. Now, with the exception of a few ladies in the chat, none of us have ever gotten into a club for free, right? At least not without a dime piece, on your arm to sweet talk the bouncer into letting you in at no charge. Well, this is no different with one exception. Just one exception. This will actually be worth the money. So what's the cost of the Club TSR membership? Incidentally enough, it'll cost less than a dime a day. $2.99 per month, gentlemen, will be all it costs you to never miss another live stream again. Now, if you are already a $5 Sharpe Stream member, simply upgrade to Sharpe Stream Plus, which is only an additional $1.50. Okay, this gives you access to all the Sharpe Stream benefits you already enjoy, like the Vault with over 100,000 hours of content, Discord access, plus access to Club TSR. So if you're a $5 member, it's only going to cost you an extra $1.49. So to upgrade, it's only going to cost you $1.50 a month. But if you are interested in becoming a Sharpe Stream member, no problem. Just sign up for access to Club TSR, and you will always know when I am live. So today marks the day of yet another innovation to make your experience with us as enjoyable as possible, bring you the most value, and offer you the most bang for your buck. January 24th of 2020, we rolled out Sharpe Stream. October 4th of 2022, we rolled out the mobile app, and today, on May 13th, we now have SMS and text notifications for Club TSR. It is live right now. Simply go to donovansharpe.com/SMS to get your wristband for the club so that you can finally know exactly when and where I'm live and not miss a minute of the action. We accept all cards. We accept Cash App, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. Also, it's US numbers only. We are working on an overseas option. But for right now, it is US numbers only. So go to donovansharpe.com/SMS to sign up today, and you will never, ever miss another live stream again. And that is announcement number 1. That's announcement number 1. All right, I will make the next announcement. I'll make the next announcement during this debate reaction. And like I said, guys, Pearl Davis, she's on the way. She's on the way. She's back in the U.S. I think she's back home in Chicago right now visiting her family. She's got some other obligations up there. So She's running a little bit behind, and I don't know. There might have been a miscommunication on my end with the time zone. With the time zone. So without further ado, let's get to Andrew Wilson versus Lauren Chen.
Something that I believe his show is called The Crucible. Thank you for coming on.
Okay, very good. All right, here we go. Manhunter Game says, is there a discount for paying the whole year? No, we don't have an option like that yet, but we'll work on one.
This is going to be an interesting episode, I think, because
Yeah,
I guess
is.
we're going to talk a lot about things like marriage, the red pill, feminism. But you're actually of the belief that I may be myself. I'm a feminist. I lean toward that in some regards. We're going to hear more about it from you, I suppose.
Gabriel Lamas 3D Art says, but she does know a way. No, she doesn't know a fucking way. Man, she doesn't know a goddamn way. If she knew a way, we'd have done it already. Come on, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I appreciate the conversation. Hopefully we can keep it good faith. I did request a moderator. That way we don't end up speaking past each other or yelling over each other, but perhaps one won't be necessary.
Yeah, Myron was going to moderate the debate between me and Destiny. And I think Myron would have been the perfect moderator. Myron would have been the perfect. He'd have been the perfect moderator because he disagrees with Destiny, but he's good friends with him. He gets along with him. So
Necessary. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, my name is Andrew Wilson, host of The Crucible. It's the fastest growing debate channel on YouTube, to my knowledge. I'm a blood sports debater. I'm a political analyst and a political satirist.
Blood sports debater.
You can catch me on all sorts of different programs, including the Whatever Podcast. I'm a regular there, regular Fresh and Fit.
Am I weird for being jealous of this dude's voice? Pause.
Regular to most of the anti-feminist platforms which exist, as is my wife. I understand you
Oh, I
have
didn't know he's
a
married.
kind of debate coming up with her as well.
Damn.
God help you on that. But
Yes, we actually, sorry, I'll just quickly plug that. So next Friday, not this coming Friday, next Friday, me and
Lauren Chen is actually quite attractive, as a lot of these TradCon women tend to be.
Isabella Moody will be on The Culture War, hosted by Tim Cass, debating Pearl and Rachel Wilson, your wife, on, I guess, Christianity, marriage, relationships, etc.
yeah, should be.
Javon said, you can have it, Donovan, just smoke a bunch of cigarettes. No, I'm not going to do that.
Should be interesting. She's the
Oh, is he? Oh, is he? Well, I didn't know he was a smoker.
best anti-feminist debater on the internet, so should be interesting.
Well,
to
I'm
watch how that
excited
goes.
I'm interested in that because I follow your wife on X, Rachel. I think it's Rach for Patriarchy. If you guys don't follow her,
Oh shit! I actually know who Rachel. I know who Rachel. Oh wow, there he is. He's lighting it up right now. So Andrew Wilson is married to Rachel Wilson. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we all learned something. We all learned something today.
I quite like
Damn! As soon as Jovan said it, just smoke a pack of cigarettes, Andrew said, click.
her accounts. I have not seen very many things where I disagree with her on, and it's interesting because I feel like
Merch.
some of the things that Pearl says, I'm surprised that your wife would be in alignment with them.
And why would that be? This is no. Here's the thing, man. Why does Lauren Chen? Now, one thing that I do know that Lauren Chen does, a lot of these TradCon bitches, they all go after Pearl. They all go after Pearl, including Lauren Chen on occasion. And I think it's just the same shit as these ain't shit niggas talking shit about Pearl. I think it's just haterade, man. Like, they talk a bunch of shit about Pearl because, well, she's got like what, 500,000 subscribers, and she's been at this for years. Yet Pearl came by, she's been at this for a year and a half. Whoop, 2 million subscribers. Listen, guys, anytime somebody's attacking somebody else, there's almost always an agenda. There's almost always a reason that they're attacking that person other than the reason that they're telling you. When Anthony Johnson attacked me, he said to himself, I'm actually about to dunk on Anthony Johnson because I'm about to make this announcement right fucking now. Anthony Johnson attacked me under the guise and the ruse of, I want to root out the frauds of the manosphere. I want to expose the truth, blah, 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 blah. No, that was cap.
Stop the cap.
No, the reason why Anthony Johnson attacked me is because he knew that eventually the CME would overtake the 21 convention. And it has. Gentlemen, I have just been informed by ABC that the CME documentary is dropping this Thursday on Hulu. Let me repeat that. The CME documentary will drop this Thursday on Hulu. I'll make that announcement again another time. It will drop this Thursday on Hulu. So Anthony Johnson had this 21 convention he built since he was 17 years old. You fucking loser. Do you have a documentary getting ready to drop on Hulu, dumbass? I win. Don fucking DeMarco. Yeah, that's right, Mr. President. That's right. That's right. That's right. You will see me and Devin on Hulu this coming Thursday. Incidentally enough, that will parlay into CME4 tickets being available next week. So I've already shot my load. CME4 tickets coming out next week. The CME documentary is coming out Thursday. The CME documentary is coming out Thursday. I know the concerns. Iron Frame says, are they going to give you fair press? I was very, very clear with them about the fact that this better not be a hit. Yes, guys, again, you guys listen. Guys. Everybody just, look, everybody slow down. Everybody, okay, everybody, all right, everybody slow down. Everybody slow down. Just slow down, slow your roll. I understand the concern. I get it. I do. Okay? Like Juan Antonio Suarez says, simmer down. Okay? Now, they didn't make me any guarantees, but they did give me assurances that they were going to give me a fair shake. They assured me that they were not going to do an Andrew Tate style hit piece. They said, yes, they will talk about controversial issues that I have been embroiled in over the past few years, which is perfectly fair. That's perfectly fine. But think about it like this. Let's just say that this is a hit piece, and I don't really have too much of a reason to believe that it will be. Even if it's a hit piece, I still win. Because Anthony's hit piece actually helped the CME. This hit piece will help it even more. Think about that, guys. How many people do you know? How many content creators with the relative small following do you know that has been featured on a major television network and or a major streaming services? And oh, by the way, in the fall, it'll be released on ABC. Yeah, fuck you, Anthony. Once again, I win. Jay Blaze says CME3 was sick. I can promise you, if you guys thought the CME3 was sick, you're going to catch the fucking flu here at CME4. Let's continue.
But I guess we'll, the four of us on that show can discuss that then and there. But for now, I think one...
Oh, my bad. Caleb Pratt says, okay, now the mic. Yes, let's go. That's it. That's what happened to Anthony. There it is. TK fucking O. Anthony, you fucking dumbass. This dude went and got a groupie pregnant, and now he's got his hands full with 3 daughters, and all he does is troll people on Twitter. What the fuck is this dude doing for money? What's he doing for money anyway? It can't be the 21 convention. Because ain't nobody coming to that. Ain't nobody going to that. Yeah, Don fucking DeMarco to me. Let's continue. Oh, you can tell Genesis is not a Gen Xer. He says Mario is the ref. Yeah, remember Don Flamenco? Hey, Mr. Referee Mario. Hey.
One of the things that would probably be a good place to start, as we discussed before we started going live, is what exactly these terms mean. When people call someone a feminist, or we talk about feminism, what is that? What is the red pill?
So what is feminism to you in the red?
No, AJ is not a Pookie. Blackest Night. AJ is not a Pookie. AJ is... oh, boy.
Bill to you.
We call him Asperger's Daniel Radcliffe.
So, broadly, feminism, they say like, oh, it's just equality between men and women in the legal sense, I think is where it started off. But if we look at the modern feminist movement, I think there's not only the push for equality before the law for men and women, but also equity in basically.
Wow. She said men and women. Give her Mario 1 for that. Shit. At least she doesn't sound like all these other ignorant bitches.
Every domain, whether that's political, economic, social, and also we see a concurrent push to, I guess, derail family structures, whether that be, like the extended family, nuclear family, you name it. Feminism has done a lot more than just push for like equity, and we also see it overlapping with. I guess intersectionalism a lot. It's very rare nowadays that you see a feminist who is not also talking.
No, disagree. Nope. See, she's already wrong. Feminism it's not that complicated. Yes, they've tried this cross promotion with the alphabet community and the Rainbow Mafia, but that stuff has nothing to do with feminism. So already, and I don't know, listen, Andrew can correct me. If, I guess he'll correct me. But to me, feminism is pretty simple. Feminism is pretty simple. It's a hate group. So.
Talking about things like white privilege, straight privilege.
Keller Nygaard says, stop giving women points for using filters. Keller Nygaard, you would fuck Lauren Chen just like everybody else. And I don't give a shit if you work in film, man. You can't do filters. I mean, you can do filters, but Lauren Chen wears a lot of makeup, fam. Like, relax with that.
Privilege, you name it. So overall, it's a leftist ideology. And
it sounds to me like you're conflating wokeism with feminism. Feminism.
What did I fucking tell you? There it is. All right. So, okay.
Is a rejection of patriarchy. That's all it is. The entailment of egalitarianism between men and women is a rejection of patriarchy. Who's the oppressor if you're trying to be equal with the opposite sex? Who would the oppressor be? What is the entailment there? The entailment would be men are the oppressors. So it's a movement to reject patriarchal structures. That's what feminism is.
Right.
I would say it goes, so I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I would say if we're looking at the feminist movement and my problems with it, it extends a lot beyond just that.
Yeah, but I think it's because you conflate wokeism with feminism.
Right.
Feminism is simply put a rejection of patriarchal structures. That's it. The entirety of feminist ideology is to move away. So if you're thinking about things like the destruction of the nuclear family, this type of thing, the nuclear family has a head. The head is the man. If you have the extended cross-generational family, that's also a patriarchal system. The head is the man. If you're talking about the dismantling of the church is patriarchal. Christianity is a patriarchal structure.
Jethro Raffro says, hey, Donovan, did you hear about the whatever podcast from last night that Andrew and Daisy were on where you really have to watch that for yourself? You got a great chuckle. I might have to check that out.
It's the rejection of patriarchy across the board.
Francisco Franco says, Ling Ling can get this ding-a-ling. I love it. That was good.
The entire movement of feminism has nothing to do with egalitarianism at all.
Yeah, look, dude, filters or not, she's an attractive woman. Sorry.
It has to do with dismantling patriarchy. That is what the ultimate goal is.
Well, I think when it comes to things...
Okay, why is she disagreeing?
Like egalitarianism, that is not how I would define the modern feminist movement, but... I think we're kind of seeing, like, we're splitting hairs here to a certain extent.
And I think that we're making a semantic distinction with no merit. The semantics matter, especially when we're talking about these types of issues.
Oh, my God. Woo! Wow. Holy fuck, this guy is... Yeesh. Wow. He's right. He is absolutely right. This is about semantics, but this is one of the few times where semantics... they actually matter. I've never thought of it that way.
So wokeism itself can be a leftist progressive ideology. That's true. However, when you're talking about things absent a rejection of patriarchy, the right wing can be just as guilty of those things. So you
Sure.
can still be
But I mean,
somebody
if
who's
we look at the modern feminist, the current push toward things like, let's just say, allowing men in women's spaces if they identify as trans, would you see that as a feminist problem or as a woke problem?
That is a woke problem.
I would see that particular issue is a feminist issue.
Oh, so he thinks it's a feminist issue. Okay.
Problem
But how is that a rejection of patriarchy
because,
if we're talking
well, I'll
about the
explain it to
recognition?
you. So what happens here is that women have gone ahead and voted to allow these things to push through. The reason that this is a movement against patriarchal structures is because men and their sports are really the only sports that matter. Nobody watches women's sports at all. They just don't even bother with it, and I don't blame them for not bothering with it. It's boring as hell. Women have
It's boring as hell, but low key, guys, low key. Let's all keep it real. I don't know if you guys have heard about the WNBA as of late, other than the Caitlin Clark comment, but the WNBA is allocating $50 million. They're advocating $50 million for charter flights. And they are putting an expansion team, another WNBA team, in Toronto. Gentlemen, that is all Caitlin Clark 100%. That's all Caitlin Clark. This ain't got nothing to do with Asia Wilson, who had to bitch and moan and whine her way into getting a shoe with her masculine ass. No, this is Caitlin Clark. This is Caitlin Clark. The WNBA is going to be saved by the patriarchy. You've got an attractive, feminine woman from the Midwest who leans into her femininity, who's a stone-cold assassin from the three-point line and beyond. That's what it is. We have never seen anything like Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, ever. She's attractive. She shoots the lights out. Has a boyfriend. I mean, dude, she is everything the WNBA is not, and that is why the WNBA is now relevant.
I've decided.
Yes, Francisco Franco says women's college basketball is greater than the WNBA. Absolutely.
To use the power of the vote to institute these policies, and I say let them suffer by those policies that they have instituted.
Absolutely. Listen, women wanted all of this. Women wanted all of this wokeism and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They wanted all of this wokeism and this and that and the third. Well, guess what? You guys voted for it. Now y'all got to deal with it.
I have no problem with men going in to these women's spaces, for instance, and beating the shit out of all their records and completely dismantling them. What the hell do I care about women's sports for? They voted for this shit. They can.
Oh my God. Oh wow. So, yeah. Okay, man. Okay, Andrew came out swinging.
Deal with it.
Damn.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but if we look at the belief that, for example, gender is not something based on sex or chromosomes, but that it is a social construct and therefore open to self-identity.
Well, here's the thing. Gender is a social construct. That's why they call it gender. It's not really called the gender, y'all. It's called sex. Gender is subjective. Sex is objective. What sex are you, male or female? What's your gender? Let me pull out my phone. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that.
Identification, I think it goes a little bit deeper than just the rejection of
Gender
male.
is a social construction.
Oh, told you.
It does not exist inside of objective reality.
Woo!
A made-up term utilized by woke leftist scumbags. It has nothing to do with objective reality. All that exists is biological sex. The norms which come with biological sex are intrinsic to the ontology of human beings.
Yo, okay. This dude is really smart. Now he's talking about ontology. Holy God. Whew, this guy is well learned.
All right, so do you view again, you can call it woke or feminist. Do you view the belief?
No. You can't call it woke or feminist. I'm calling it wokeism and feminism.
Basically, in all matters of the world, whether that's like sports, we also see it. I mean, even in terms like medicine, it's being conflated. Do you think that is something that
Okay, Patrick Bateman, let's stop with the butt fucking jokes, bro. Like, we get it. He cooked her, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on. We got it. No lube, da, 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 da. Come on, man. Like, let's not, listen, one comment is fine. Let's not get fucking sophomore. Let's not get black pill in here. Come on.
Feminists have pushed for the conflation of biological sex with gender. Do you think that feminism at its core?
Yes, because it assists with trying to destroy the ontology of what is man. So it's an attempt to rip a fabric in the hole of truth of what is man. So yes, it is a pushed feminist. That's why you see the infighting in the feminist crowd from those who try to move over into a more conservative camp, like Rowling or J.K. Rowling, for instance,
right,
who says
I remember
no.
That. Yeah.
We fought for women's liberation. This was not what that was supposed to be, but an entailment of the dismantling of patriarchy is that men can no longer protect you from yourself. And that is why patriarchy is so important, is we also...
Jared Atkinson says, Caitlin Clark attractive? I said she was attractive. I didn't say she was hot. I said she was attractive. Relax.
Protect women not just from external forces, but protect them from their own choices.
Caitlin Clark is not my type. She's really not, but, if she's the last woman on earth, I tap it. Why not?
And
look, Cameron Brink can absolutely get it. Cameron Brink can get it. Haley Van Lift can definitely get it. That white girl is bad.
In this particular case, feminism, the dismantling of patriarchal systems, blurring the line between what is a man and a woman, has a long...
Luxac Dang says Caitlin Clark is below mid, keeping it 100. Okay, look, if that's what you think, I don't care. I'm not. Look, guys. I'll tell you what. I'll defend a lot of things. If you guys don't think Caitlin Clark's attractive, I'm not gonna argue that. Oh, Rakia Jackson does look good. David Esquire says flat back Supremes. Okay, so David Esquire is a nigga. Got it.
Long been a feminist doctrine.
What about Camila Cardozo? I hope that's not is that a joke? Okay, Jared Atkinson, I'm going to time you up because you're being last word type. Just be like, you know what? I understand. She's not attractive to me, and then leave it at that. Come on, man.
Okay, I don't disagree with you there, but we can move on.
Oops.
Okay,
I would like to not move on. I would like to pin some more down here so that we can get this straight. So,
damn.
When you're talking about gender, I don't really understand why you think that this is something other than a social...
Kyler Nygaard says, what is your type, Donovan? So Kyler Nygaard is asking me a disingenuous question so that he can disagree. But he asked a question, so I'm going to answer it. You want to know what my type is? I'm going to show you what my type is. Oops. Well, definitely not that. Guys, no. Myron Gaines is not my type. Please. Nope. Hang on a second. There we go. You want to know what my type is? That's my type. That's my type right there. You want to know what my type is? That's my type. Keller Nygaard. You want to know what my type is? Yeah, that's my type. That's my type. Yeah, that's my type. Look, guys, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to die on the Caitlin Clark is attractive hill. I'm not going to do that. But the same motherfuckers that are talking about Caitlin Clark is below mid will also lie and say that Lauren Chen is mid. When every single one of us in here would smash.
Construction. It does not exist. It can't be touched. It can't be tasted. It can't be seen. It definitely does not exist as a reality absent the mind.
Kyler Nygaard says, why you think I'm hating, bro? Chill out. Because you are exhibiting preemptive hating behavior. You don't care what my type is. You just want to know what it is. Okay, so why did you want to know what my type was? If you're not a hater, tell me why you want to know what my type was. Because I think you asked me what my type is, so you can argue with me. Prove me wrong.
Why do you think that gender exists absent the mind? Why isn't there only sex?
I don't think that gender is distinguishable from sex, and for the longest time, those terms were used.
Oh no, she's wrong about
basically synonymously.
Yeah, I agree that people use them interchangeably, But the reason that feminist ideology pushes the trans ideology specifically is because it dismantles ontologically what is a
Woo! Wow!
That's what it does.
Whoa! That's
what the point is of feminism, is to dismantle patriarchal systems. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's always been a dismantling of patriarchal systems. It may sound simplistic.
Oh, he said, just wonder what you're into. I like skinny women. Yeah, so, I mean, I like skinny women too. Depends on what they look like. There's a skinny woman, Kaller Nygaard. There's a skinny woman. There's a skinny girl on a dating show breakdown that we're breaking down, and she is a goddamn siren.
But actually, the conflation with woke does more damage. So if you conflate feminism with wokeism, it does more damage to the message than just explaining that patriarchal systems are necessary. And that is what the fight is really about. The fight is about a patriarchy versus a non-patriarchal society. Very simple.
This guy's a fucking rock star. Mac with the $5 super chat. Says, I'm late, but did you see the Daisy interview with Andrew? No, but I will watch it. I will watch it on probably tomorrow. Thank you very much for that, Mac. Phoenix Light Games with the $10 super chat says, Myron's point is out very well. Women in combat sports are the first one to say no men in our spaces because they understand discrepancy between the genders, unlike women who don't play, who are advocating. Exactly. All these women advocating for these people, these transformers, to be in women's sports, they don't play in women's sports. They just don't do it. It's almost like they're spending somebody else's money. Well, you know, Jerry Jones should sign Dak Prescott to $60 million. Yeah, you don't have to stroke that check. TBM Greatness with the $10 super chat says, hey Don, did you ever react to the Love Is Blind season 6 reunion? I don't see it on Sharp Stream. I did, but I'll have Dev double check to make sure that it's up there. Somebody gifted 5 memberships earlier, but it went away. Whoever gifted 5 memberships earlier, let me know who you are. I'll give you a Don DeMarco. I do apologize for missing that. Kaller Nygaard with the $20 super chat says, seriously, no beef. Keep it up, dude. I respect it. Yeah, listen, man, I get into spirited back and forths with my fans all the time. This is just what men do. So appreciate the super chat.
I mean, in that point, though, I feel like you would be making many people feminists who not only don't support the modern feminist movement, but who might actually
he is a goddamn chain smoker,
be considered, I mean, broadly speaking, allies in any type of policy you would try to.
Then they're not allies. Then they're not allies. They're trying to dismantle patriarchal systems. They're not allies to the right. The Christian right is based around patriarchy.
Right.
Christianity is a patriarchal system. It's a top-down.
Well, not anymore. It's not. Not anymore. Christianity's not, because Christianity has. I don't think anybody knows how many denominations there are in Christianity. So I disagree with them on that one.
Patriarchal system. Your job as a wife, for instance, is to submit to your husband as you would unto the Lord. You can find this in Ephesians 22, right? The submission to him as unto the Lord. Your husband is submitting to the hierarchical church authority. This is all patriarchal, top-down patriarchy. Same thing within governance. It was always supposed to be top-down patriarchy.
That's right.
This was never supposed to be a system which integrated women into positions of authority and power. That's insanity. And feminism is simply a push to dismantle patriarchal systems.
Woo! Damn, dude, this guy.
So if someone were to, let's say, argue for equal protection under the law, would you consider them a feminist between like men and women?
No, of course not.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure what.
Because we're all look, equal protection under the law, that's a right that's guaranteed for everybody. I don't know what she's talking about
that has to do with it.
Mike Hawk with the 5 gifted memberships. I do apologize for missing that Don DeMarco.
Anything. So if you're asking for equal protection.
When you talk about the I guess, abolition of patriarchy, some people might say that, well, if you, for example, believe in, women having inheritance rights, is that feminism?
Women have always had.
No, that's not feminism. Women have always had an inheritance. See, you can already tell that Lauren is misinformed about what feminism really is, and that she actually low-key buys into some of the feminist propaganda. How could Lauren not know that women have always had inheritance rights? Dude, women have had inheritance rights since the beginning of time, before they were even allowed to vote. So at this point, Lauren is getting outpointed here. Like, she's already been outclassed because she's already kind of exposed herself as someone who agrees with something she doesn't really know anything about, but denies that she's a feminist.
At inheritance rights.
Well, but so you don't think that demolishing that would be
it takes care of women.
No, it's always been so. So
no, I'm not asking whether it's always been something, but it's just like at its core.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get to the ought portion of the claim.
Thank you.
Asking, ought this be true? But I'm trying to define what is the truth. So the truth is that when you're talking about female inheritance,
yes,
right, that has always been the case, that women could inherit. They could inherit property. They could inherit all of these
bank
things.
accounts,
it's
all that.
Feminist talking point. They could not. When it comes to ought they be able to?
Yeah, Juan Antonio Suarez says, well, I'm seeing her so differently now. Yeah, look, man, listen, we've all been hoodwinked and beguiled by beautiful women, right? We've all been beguiled and hoodwinked by beautiful women in the past. And, somebody said that this TradCon is just another color of a chameleon, man. I don't think Lauren Chen, I don't think she has bad intentions. I think she wants people to be happy. I think she wants, I think she wants to, do the nuclear family and all that stuff. She's just very, very she's very ill-informed.
To do that under a patriarchal structure, they ought to be able to, yes. And there's always been a prescription so that they could.
Okay. What about something like women in the workplace?
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Now, women have always been allowed to work, and women ought to always be allowed to work. However, the incentives which are produced by the United States government are supposed to be for the health and the welfare of the nation. If you're talking about the health and welfare of the nation, then you want to push policy which will allow women to stay at home with their children.
Mike Steele said I was hoodwinked by Swiss Miss on Fresh Fit. Yeah, we've been hoodwinked before, man. I've been hoodwinked by a lot of girls on Fresh and Fit.
Which is going to be the best setup possible. But again, this would be a pro-patriarchy position because you'd be allowing men at that point.
His name is Andrew Wilson.
And incentivizing men to be the head of the household, the head of the family, to be the breadwinner.
Right.
In this case, this would be considered oppressive from the feminist ethos.
Jesus
So
Christ.
in terms of prescription
Okay, this guy is look, I don't believe in magic, but this dude's a fucking wizard. Oh my God.
versus description, then if we talk about patriarchy, do you think that is it a feminist talking point? Is it a feminist policy to have egalitarian laws in regard to things like voting?
Yeah.
Like I'm of the belief that
all
for example,
egalitarianism, which is moved from women's movements,
yes,
are always designed for a liberation from patriarchy.
There you go.
All.
That's it.
There's not any that are not. Anytime women collectively are pushing towards any type of what is considered egalitarianism, it is feminism. It is a dismantling of patriarchal structures and systems, period.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so the reason why I bring that up is because when it comes to, let's say, something like voting, right? So I'm not a fan of universal suffrage. I've talked about this on my channel. I'm in favor of, I think there's several different systems that could work. Maybe one vote per household with children and a married couple, service through citizenship.
Yeah, that's not going to work. One vote per household? No, sorry, because one vote per household still makes it a female vote because women run most houses.
Net taxpayers, property owners, you name it. If I believe that men and women would equally have the ability to earn that right, though in practice it would be overwhelmingly male. We know that from stats right now as to who exactly pays the most taxes and owns the most property. Would that be a feminist perspective that I have?
If the movement of that.
That's actually, now here's the thing. It sounds like she's genuinely asking a question. I think she's genuinely answering questions. She's like, hey, I believe in XYZ. Is that feminist? So I'll give her credit for that. Yes, Lauren Chen equals Courtney Ryan in terms of their virtue signaling. Dude, Courtney Ryan is the biggest fucking virtue signaler. Oh my God.
Was not the end goal to make it patriarchal, then yes, it would be a feminist position, which is why I say that you're a feminist.
Is the intent?
Tap Out 101 says, I think the idea is you want voters to have a stake in the country. Well, right. That's the idea, but that's not the way it is now.
The intent matters more than, I guess, the outcome in that regard?
Well, no, the outcome matters more than the intent. The outcome is
would
for
be,
patriarchy. That is the outcome we're looking for. Is for a
the outcome would be
system.
more patriarchal than what we have currently.
Yeah, but the entailment is it also may not be. It depends on which system. You haven't exactly defined which system you would implement in order to make sure that it's patriarchal. You just said there are many we could choose from. Well, that's great. That's swell, but it doesn't actually tell me anything. So no, the outcome.
I mean,
the outcome
that I just mentioned would have more women earning the franchise.
Well, I don't. You would have
translation. She's a feminist. Like, dude. Like, why do you want more women running the franchise? Like, I mean, haven't we figured out that's a failed state already?
To be specific. What system are you advocating for here?
If it were net taxpayers or property owners, both of those groups are overwhelmingly male. Households, well, it's one vote for household. The only one where there would be some ambiguity, perhaps, would be service through citizenship. But if we look at military service, that's also overwhelmingly male.
Yeah, I agree. But is the point of this, ultimately, from your perspective, to make a better governing body? Or is the point of this, ultimately, for you to advance a patriarchal structure inside of society? This is the distinction I'm asking.
I don't think you can divorce those two things.
Oh, but you can, Lauren. See, this is why. Okay, so now it's starting to make sense. She doesn't think you can divorce those two things. Yeah. Luna said she's a conservative feminist. Yeah. Like, let me rewind that, guys. Listen to what she says here.
Society. This is the distinction I'm asking for you to advance a body, or is the point of this ultimately for you to advance a patriarchal structure inside of society? This is the distinction I'm asking.
I don't think you can divorce those two things.
Yeah, I think
it will be more male.
Yeah, I think you better
dominate
well, can you just answer the question?
Thank you.
Are you trying to advocate for a patriarchal society, or aren't you?
I'm trying to advocate for a better society.
She can't, dude. She can't say it. She can't say it. Now she's arguing in bad faith. She doesn't want to say that she does not want to say I am advocating for a patriarchal society. She can't say that. She's giving a feminist answer. I am advocating for a better society. Sweetheart, a better society is a patriarchal society. So, are you for the patriarchy or aren't you?
That's not my question.
Thank you.
There
you go.
Answer my question. Don't be bad faith.
Woo!
A patriarchal society, or don't you?
Answer the question.
If that patriarchal is one led by men, then yes, this would be led by men. It would be better.
Yeah. So
then just say yes next time, Lauren. Like, dude, this is when people start to argue in bad faith. When it takes more than one question to answer an obvious question, yeah, you're arguing in bad faith.
Ultimately, your goal is the advocation of a patriarchal society.
Thank you.
Correct.
Okay. If that is the ultimate goal,
thank you.
No, that is not feminism. But I wanted to make sure, as we dove into this, that that's actually what the goal is. Because what it sounded like to me is, no, I want a better society. I want a more gooder society. I want something that looks and acts like in some way that I want. That really has nothing to do with anything. I want to know specifically if you have feminist ideals or you do not have feminist ideals.
But I suppose that I don't have feminist ideals, but the reason why I talk about all of those things, because I don't think it's an argument where it's men, therefore better. I think that's an oversimplification. I think, if we look at all the different strengths that men versus women have, it's not...
Men, therefore better. She just contradicted herself. She just contradicted herself. Andrew just nailed her down. Are you for a patriarchal society or not? She said, okay, well, if patriarchy makes the system better, then yes. And now she just contradicted herself. Watch.
I think, if we look at all the different strengths that men versus women have, it's not just that they're men. And I think kind of just trying to oversimplify it in those ways, you're going to lose a lot of people who...
Well, I think
you'll lose feminists. Lauren, you'll lose feminists. Just say it.
making it overly complex actually makes us lose far more people.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
just because you take
have you heard of peaceful Latinas?
yeah, they're idiots.
Oh my God. Oh my. I'm sorry. Did this bitch ask Andrew if he has heard of peaceful Latinas? Do we know? Do you guys know who peaceful Latinas? Do you guys know who peaceful Latinas is? You know who they are? They're a couple of fucking fat bitches who do nothing but talk shit. One of them thinks she dunked on me on the Saucecast. That was the last time I was ever and will ever be on Saucecast. But if this woman, let me just hear what she has to say. I don't want to make any prejudgments here.
But just because you take
but they're actually someone who agree with my position. But
that's nice.
Bravo. Don fucking DeMarco. A couple of fat militant feminists agree with you. Bravo. What is that, a fucking flex? Are you kidding me? What she just did was the equivalent of a black woman asking a black man during a debate, have you ever seen The Color Purple? Say what? Ay. Peaceful Latinas, are you kidding me? Oh my God.
They're a bunch of liberal scumbags. They're a couple of liberal scumbags.
They agree with my position.
And?
But when it's marketed as, just repeal the 19th, their brain shuts off.
Oh, yay.
They
Progressives agree with your position. Awesome. That's great. Swell.
Yeah, we live in a society where we must.
Did you just use the "we live in a society"?
Oh my God!
We must be able to persuade.
You don't
people.
persuade the devil by dancing with him. The devil persuades you.
Oh my God! Okay. This guy. Listen. I'm no dum-dum, but this dude is way smarter than me. Holy moly. You don't dance with the devil dances with you. Damn.
Ends up working. So what happens is by
But
you moving off the message. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
Channels you just said.
Let me finish my point. Yeah, their ideology could be challenged in a debate channel. That's true. That's not me dancing with them politically and saying, "Oh, you happen to agree with my policy prescriptions, so that makes them good."
Right.
That's absurd. It doesn't make them good. Dancing
and the fact that the peaceful Latinas agree with some of her talking points, that's a fucking problem. You don't want people like the peaceful Latinas agreeing with you. Are you kidding me? Did you really think that was a flex? Well, peaceful Latinas agree with me, so we're working across the aisle. Lauren, the peaceful Latinas don't like you, sweetheart. The peaceful Latinas don't like you. They're telling you they agree with you because you have feminist beliefs. That's the only reason why.
With a bunch of progressives like Destiny.
Neosticks says, "Is this your first time seeing Andrew?" No. I saw him on Fresh and Fit, but I think we can all agree that Lauren Chen's IQ is listen. I mean, we can disagree with what she says, right? But her IQ is much higher than the typical Fresh and Fit podcast guest, and so I was not able to. I didn't know that. I mean, dude, we're only 20 minutes in, and Andrew is like, Jesus fuck. I'd be afraid to debate this guy even if I agreed with him. Jesus.
Good. That's absurd. It doesn't make him good. Dancing with a bunch of progressives like Destiny and the rest of these coomers and acting like they're on your team because they agree with certain issues is absurd. These people are fucking horrible.
Wow.
They're horrible people. They do horrible things.
Wow.
And for us to make these kinds of like bizarre advocations that, the concept is so complex, the average Joe could just never really understand it. There's so much nuance. There's not really that much nuance. It's not really that complex.
People absolutely can understand it, but we have to take the time to explain it first before they do.
That's exactly what I do. That's what debate does. Debate helps flesh out these ideas and these ideologies so that people can understand it. But these people are not our friends. They're not our buddies. They're not our pals.
No.
They absolutely want to dismantle the society in which we live. And they're pretty awful. So I don't care what progressives.
Yeah, exactly. Lauren, like those bitches are not your friends, sweet cheeks. Like, they don't like you. They're just using you.
I agree with your position.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but it goes to show that the positions themselves are sound, and they're sound to the point where
It doesn't
you might
show
even
that.
be able to implement.
No,
Sorry.
it doesn't show that it's sound just
Oh my
because
God.
some people agree with
So
it.
because Peaceful Latinas, oh my, wow. Guys, in case you don't know who Peaceful Latinas, like, they are two stupid bitches. Like, they are dumb. They're a couple of fat bitches that just run off at the mouth. Like, they're not smart at all. And the fact that Lauren Chen just sat here and said the fact that the Peaceful Latinas agree with this means that my position is sound. What the fuck are we doing? Lauren, come on. You gotta be, dude, Lauren's gotta be better than that, man. You gotta be better than that.
Well,
Holy
that's
shit.
an absurd
I mean,
statement.
if you agree that it's not a bad system, and or at the very least not a feminist system, I'll be clear there. And you even have like
that?
some progressives getting on board with the idea. I don't think that's something to scoff at, and I think we're being needlessly. I don't want to say condescending, but I mean a little bit there.
We need to gatekeep more. We need to make sure that we're not letting in the most horrifying people on planet Earth.
Oh,
So
yes.
that we can advocate for a system which they will then corrupt.
Woo!
That's how progressive communism got power to begin with.
What are you talking about? Letting into?
I'm saying that
You, Lauren. He's talking about people like you. You're letting in the Peaceful Latinas. See, that's what happens, guys. This is what happens to male spaces. This is what's really happened to male spaces all around America. We let women in because we want to be inclusive. Then all of a sudden they start policing our language and telling us what's okay and what's not. And before you know it, the message is completely lost. Now it's literally run by women. Now it's literally run by these banshees who hate America and want to dismantle society. But no, these are my friends. No, Lauren, they are not your friends, sweetie. They are using you. They are using you to infiltrate the TradCon space. Mac with another $100 super chat. Holy smokes. Says those hoes aren't peaceful. Hell no, they're not peaceful. Holy moly. I cannot believe that this woman. Yep, dude, she's a feminist, y'all. I don't care what anybody says.
what ends up happening is this. It's the curious case of Charlie Kirk and Con Inc. It's the same exact thing.
Oh, my
What
God.
happens is you create big tent ideology
There it is. Oh, my
around
God.
something which is hyper-specific, and then the people who you bring in begin to pollute the message. In Charlie Kirk's case, it was the LGBTQ, who he wanted to come in to add to the big tent-style messaging that he had for his brand of conservatism. The same exact thing can happen within whatever ideology you're advocating for. The more horrific and horrible people you bring in to advocate for that ideology, the more they're going to end up polluting it. That's how it works in real time. That's how politics operates. That's how lobbyists begin to gain control of messaging, and how they end up completely destroying what the message originally was.
So I think you're getting to the core of something that we did try in the conservative movement. That's the issue of big tent conservatism. Like,
Yeah.
we want LGBT people voting.
Yeah, how's that working out? Yeah, but they aren't.
Republican. We want all of these votes, right? And I think we should be able to work together where we have agreements. That's true. But the problem is, and we see this even in the media, when you're too willing to, I guess, go along to get along, you not only end up working together where you have agreement, which is...
Lauren is literally describing what Peaceful Latinas is doing to her. She's literally describing what Peaceful Latinas is doing to her. Even Zur with the $5 super chat says, this dynamic highlights the difference between a man and a woman's mindset. Both are tradcons, but Lauren facilitates, and Andrew stands firm on his points. Oh, you meant to say facilitates. Yes, no, I agree. Big Mo in the motherfucking house. Big Mo, let's go. Big Mo, a very good friend of mine, the sound engineer for the #1 men's podcast in the world, Fresh and Fit. Keep it pushing.
just strategic, in my opinion.
What in
but
the name of
movement
hypocrisy
itself, the
is this?
Overton window
Thank
changes.
you.
Why say this when you just got done saying, oh, but there's progressives who agree with me?
Right.
You're kind of moving out of the other side of your face and saying,
right, exactly. She just said, peaceful Latinas advocate what I say. We should work with them. Then she said, well, that's what happens. They come in and they infiltrate the movement, and then the message is lost. literally what she's doing.
Oh,
yeah, but I don't.
But the
think,
thing is,
think
like I don't think that that's necessarily a good thing. It's like get off the fence and pick a position.
Wait. I don't think it's a bad thing if progressives also support me, but I think what's bad is where we start to say that just because you agree with this one position, you are now conservative. You're part of the new right that is inclusive. There's a big difference there. There's a very, very
What's
big difference.
What's the distinction?
The distinction is, well, we're not going to, just because you agree with me on one of these issues, that doesn't mean I'm going to compromise my position on all these other issues.
That was Charlie Kirk's position. I disagree with the fact that you're LGBTQ, but as long as you're voting with me, everything's A-okay. No. What happens is it pollutes.
There wasn't.
What happened is they polluted that message.
Oh, shit. Damn, Eben Zuer says facilitates like a pendulum swinging, no stance. Oh, shit. Oh my God! Well, I learned a new word today. Oh, vacillates. Did I miss that? Oh boy, am I getting? Oh boy. He did say vacillates. Oh boy. Maybe I need to increase the prescription in my glasses. Ken Rose with the $5 super chat gives us a thumbs up. Appreciate that. Wow, thank you for that explanation. I did not know that. I guess I'm not as smart as I thought.
And absolutely destroyed it. Charlie Kirk and TPUSA have had to back up on all of their messaging, everything from immigration to LGBTQ rights. Fortunately, there was a basically fatwa that was put up against them by one Mr. Can't even be named on the internet, who completely dismantled that messaging before the poison got too out of hand.
NF.
But that's exactly what was going on, was an inclusion of these lunatics inside of the conservative movement, which pollute the message. That's why Donald Trump now has rainbow flags all over the place. It pollutes the message.
Oh my God.
Well, there's a difference between saying, yes, you should vote for me versus I'm going to put you up on stage as the spokesperson for my message. That's not something that I agree with. That's not something that I support.
Then why are you referencing these people like they're your buddies?
Thank you. Why are you referencing the peaceful Latinas?
What are you talking about?
Well, have you heard?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Lauren? Like, sweetie? Like you just mentioned them like 5 minutes ago.
Of peaceful Latinas,
thank you,
says Lauren Chen. They support my message. That's essentially showcasing them as speakers for the message.
Oh
no, that's just saying that in this one regard, this is an argument that I think does have broad appeal if we explain it correctly, or at least if I explain myself correctly.
No matter how much you explain yourself correctly, they're never going to be on your side, Lauren. T-Law with the $10 super chat. Gives us a thumbs up. Appreciate it.
I don't think it does. I think what ends up happening is it does not have broad appeal. Infiltrators come in and they'll begin to pollute, dilute, and destroy the message. That's what ends up happening.
There you go.
Conservatism does not have a unified message, and it doesn't because we don't seem to understand that conservatism is supposed to be a patriarchal structure.
Whoa!
It's supposed to be top-down patriarchy based around Christian ethics. That is conservatism, or else what are we trying to conserve,
Thank you.
Lauren?
God, damn. Oh, my God. Yo, this is ugly. Like, this is ugly. Yo, this is, oh my God. Dude, this is Arturo Gatti versus Joey Gamache, man. This is Ray Boom Boom Mancini against Dooku Kim. This is Ivan Drago against Apollo Creed. Holy shit. Dr. B84 with the $5 super chat said, now, don't get me wrong. I love me a Latina baddie, but peaceful? Bruh. Absolutely.
I think you're right. If it's not that, then what is it?
Right. What is it? So then the question becomes, why are we in bed with women, especially women, female commentators, who absolutely do not agree with this?
Thank you.
Your assaults against Pearl Davis, which led to our beef to begin with, my critiques of your video as you went after Pearl Davis, was a way for you. She is dismantling feminist ideology and is pro-patriarchy, and all you could do is criticize her for that. That is covert feminism.
She's anti-Christian. She's
not. She's not anti-Christian.
Dude, she's not anti-Christian. She was raised as one.
She absolutely is. If she's telling men to, not date women in the church, if she's saying that Christianity has become...
She's telling them not to date reformed prostitutes. Do you want men to date reformed prostitutes in the church, Lauren?
No, I don't.
Okay, no, and neither does Pearl. Because she's smart, because she understands that what's going on inside of your Protestant churches, where everything is a personal Jesus, where you have destroyed your ecclesiastical authority, where you have destroyed the actual relationship with the church, that they will let in reformed prostitutes who just got their heads dunked a week before at heresy.com.
He's talking about Nala. Oh my God.
Your new trad wife.
What do you mean let into the church?
Are you serious? What did Nala do to be saved? All Nala did was say, I found Jesus. She didn't change. All Nala did was what every porn star, hooker, stripper does. When the well runs dry, I found Jesus. She just took it a step further and went and got baptized. Just because you get baptized doesn't mean you found Jesus. Ay, 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 ay. Oh my. And now she's going to sit here and act like she buys that nonsense? Dude, didn't nobody buy that Nala nonsense? Fuck out of here, man. Dr. B84 says, with the $10 super chat, says, Andrew is a 5-star Michelin chef, putting Gordon Ramsay to shame. Yep. Absolutely.
I don't think someone like Nala should be in any type of leadership. I mean, aside from the fact that she is a woman, she is a porn star. So that's not something that I support. But if you actually read what Pearl has said in regards to just like the idea that Christian women who go to church are no different than secular women in regard to something like divorce.
Well, they're not. They're not, because Christian women get divorced more than secular women. Like, dude, does Lauren do any research? Like, I don't know. I thought she was smarter than this. I thought she was smarter than that. Kyle 2020 says she's an amateur version of Destiny, no challenge. Yeah, Destiny just talks fast and loud.
Divorce, that's patently
She's right.
untrue.
No,
That's
it's not. It's not untrue.
Look at the divorce statistics.
Yeah, let's look at the divorce statistics and dive into it.
Oh my God. Did this bitch really just say, let's look at the divorce statistics? Does this woman not know? Does this woman not know that Christian, like women in the church get divorced at a higher rate than women outside of the church? This is fucking crazy. Holy shit, man. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, Oliver Ware says she's out of touch. What? How does she not know? Jesus, like, is she living under a rock or something?
So here's what is true. What is true is that self-identified Christians do get divorced at an even higher rate than secularists do.
Thank you.
What happens is if you look in it's a pious scale. So people who take the religion more seriously, the less likely they are to get divorced. But if you're talking about covert feminists who were literally sucking 100 penises last year on film in front of everybody, now suddenly they come into the church, that's your new trad wife? No, Pearl Davis says that's bullshit.
That's right.
And we shouldn't follow that. And that has nothing to do with the Christian ethic, and it has nothing to do with the Christian faith, and she's absolutely right. That is a dismantling of feminism. Last thing that you want is your future leaders to be bogged down with former prostitutes. That seems like a bad idea, Lauren.
Woo!
No, I don't disagree there. The video that I did about Nala specifically is responding to people who say that
you kissed her ass, Lauren. You kissed her ass. You kissed Nala's ass.
Did she really? Did Lauren kiss Nala's ass? Oh, that's not a good look. Oh, this is why we're having this debate. This is why we're having this debate, guys. Yeah, that's why we're having this debate. I had no idea that she had Nala on. So not only does she have Nala on and kissed her ass, because I believe Andrew, even though I haven't seen the video, you're going to cite Peaceful Latinas agreeing with your position, so that makes them valid? Big Mo with the $5 super chat says, seems like she's trying to justify when women who realize their mistake when it's too late because she wants to justify herself and her life. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. Jesus absolutely, look. I'm not the most overly religious person in the world. You guys know that, okay? But I do believe that there's a higher power. I do believe that there's a higher power, right? At some point in the chain of creation, at the top, there has to be an uncaused cause. Has to be an uncaused cause. 100%. 100%. Has to be an uncaused cause, okay? Has to be an uncaused cause. I don't know if it's what Christianity says, whatever the case may be, but if you are a devout Christian and you really do believe that Jesus saves, then yes, Jesus can save prostitutes. Hell, Jesus himself, I think, I used to be a little bit more well learned in the Bible. I think there was one prostitute that was going to get stoned or something. I think Jesus stepped in, but that's Jesus Christ. That's Jesus Christ. God can save these hoes. Well, we ain't God. We ain't Jesus. Listen, you can leave all this. You can leave all the hoe saving to 3 people. You can leave it to God, Jesus, and Kevin Sabo, who is literally Captain Sabo. You guys should check that series out. It's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And I was in it. I was in episode 3. Mac with the $5 super chat says, I'm tired of people giving props for knowing basic shit. Like, dude, what are we? Oh my God, this is bad. This is all bad. Oops, I'm sorry. Damn, my bad. Dude, look at his face.
He
kissed her ass.
If he is a new person born again, then we have absolutely no right to say that she has not been saved. Now,
yes, the fuck we do.
Now, I also believe that the best indicator.
What do you mean? Why don't you have that right? She went to heresychurch.com and got her head dunked. What to you is salvation?
What are you talking about?
Meaning that she walked into a church, the particular one that she went to is a church which is known to take in basically any type of celebrity that they can, and especially the more horrible ones.
Yes, of course.
They instantly give them a baptism and then say, oh, you're cured and you found Jesus, and then they go on a testimonial tour. Why should we take that as being authentic? If you shall know them by their fruits, that means you shall know them by their works.
Oh my God!
And in this particular case, where is Nala giving compensation back to the hundreds and thousands of men who she did horrific damage to? Where's your demand for that, Lauren?
God damn. God damn.
I don't have a problem with that. The video that I did, though, was discussing whether Nala's salvation is real. And I think ultimately I did say that we shall know them by their works. This is something that we will have to wait and see. I don't disagree as a concept that Nala is... Oh, sorry. My point, though, with Nala is that it is possible for her to be saved. There's no one who is beyond the redemption of Christ.
I didn't say that there was.
Change the fact that,
there we go.
I didn't say that there was, but let me ask you a question.
Well, there you go.
No. Here's what Lauren's trying to do. See? This goes to exactly what I just said. Jesus saves, men don't. Jesus saves, men don't. Maybe she is sanctified by the blood of Jesus. Okay. All right. Cool. But that doesn't mean I'm going to forgive you for the 287 dicks that you took on camera. Like, leave that to God. God forgives. Jesus saves. I don't forgive and I don't save. Sorry. I'm just a mortal man. Yeah, appreciate it.
My position first, because you're saying a lot of things that I don't agree with. So I think you may not be sure as to what my actual beliefs are. I think a Christian man has every right to say that you were doing this yesterday. I don't want to marry you. I think there's no end to the standards that Christian men should have for other Christians. So I think a Christian man should be able to say no to dating a Christian woman if it's for something as simple as you are too much of a careerist.
Yeah, but
let alone you used to be a porn star.
But can is different than should.
Right.
What Pearl's saying is you shouldn't do it. And I agree. Yes. You shouldn't do it. Not only that, let me ask you this, Lauren.
Look at her. She's yes. So why'd you kiss Nala's ass on the live then? Why'd you kiss her ass on the live? See, that's what I like. See, this is why Pearl doesn't get the credit she deserves. Pearl she's not that good a debater. She's really not. And you want to know something? She doesn't have to be, because all she does is speak facts. She doesn't need techniques and strategies and all this other kind of stuff no. Pearl is just like, okay, what you're saying is incorrect and here's why. She doesn't gaslight, she doesn't go all into ancillary, she doesn't straw man arguments. She's like, okay, this was wrong. Period. But other women who are supposedly conservative and red pill and pro patriarchy, they can't stop kissing the asses of these fucking whores. Peaceful Latinas. Number one, and now find out that she kissed Nala's ass? Her? Ay. Phil Takal with the 20 NZs, appreciate that, says, bro, the problem with most Christians is that they think God blesses civilized discord with the left. Oh, wow, Andrew's right. The left are literally the devil. They want us dead. Go hard or go home. Hail Donovan, hail Pearl. All right. Appreciate that very much.
Let's assume for a second that a person found Christ and they were convicted of doing some kid diddling. Would you let them watch your kid because they were saved?
Of course not.
No, absolutely.
No. Okay then. So if he did some kid diddling, you definitely wouldn't want him watching your kids. Of course not. Look, am I glad that he is saved from it? Hey, no problem. You're not getting my forgiveness. You're not getting my savior. You're not getting my saviorness, whatever. Mac with the $5 super chat says they are not saved from penis. They're just tired of getting ran through. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, so then what happens is inside these churches, what's going on is these women are using Christianity as a cloak and a shield. Half the time they're doing pornography with a crucifix on their chest.
Oh my God!
Half the time they have quotes, biblical quotes on their butt cheeks.
Wow!
I've met these women time and time again through the whatever podcast and these other places. They're utilizing the church specifically as a shield and a cloak. When we get into the red pill prescriptions themselves, if we're going opposing to descriptors, red pillars are making it very clear that the church has become corrupted with feminism, and it has.
Damn.
All right, well, that's all well and good, but that's not what my position on Nala was. And I think I've been...
It was. You
could have fooled me.
Kissed her ass that whole video. I watched the whole video. You were busy kissing her ass, telling her how great she was, and she's not great. She's a horrible, awful person who did horrible damage to people, has done nothing to give compensation to any of them.
Oh my God.
I agree that she, like, I have seen people say, like, she should give away the money then if she's sincere.
She ain't doing that.
I don't disagree with that either. I will say that, we have people like Andrew Tate, who I think should also do more to compensate for the fact that he built his empire off of...
Oh, now here we fucking go. Guys, yeah. Lauren Chen is a feminist, guys. Lauren Chen is a feminist. Do you guys see what she just did there? She just pulled a feminist move. Anytime someone like, well, I'm not going to compare myself to Andrew, but anytime persons like myself, Troy Francis, Myron Gaines, Waller, Tate, etc., anytime we talk about the problems that are caused by society, the feminist argument is always, well, men do it too, right? Women are whores. Well, men sleep around too. Well, women do this. Well, men do it too. No, men and women are different. We view sex differently. Phoenix Light Games with the $10 Rumble rant says, we who are striving to be our best versions should not let people, hoes, whales, losers, have a voice. Myron is right. We need to shame mediocrity. Stop being inclusive. No one deserves acceptance. Abso-fucking-lutely. Phoenix Light Games, wow, with a $5 super chat. He's going back and forth. Says, W. Candace Owens for calling the Catholic hypocrite in whatever. W. Pearl for calling out Nala. G. Lee with the $5 super chat says, feminists have become shields for these promiscuous women who claim a virtuous lifestyle and change in attitude. Absolutely. Coke Addiction says Tate gives $55 million to his charity. Yeah, right. Of course, but she does. But again, she doesn't know that, right? How can we expect her to know what Andrew Tate has done in terms of charity when she doesn't even know that about the fucking divorce rate in her own church?
Running a cam service. But when it comes to the question of should a Christian man date Nala, should we accept her as a leader in the church?
Short answer there.
I think that's a no. It's a different question than, is it possible for someone like Nala to have been saved?
Of course.
Yeah, on the salvific...
Oh, never mind. Let him cook. My bad.
Claim.
Here it comes.
We would make the claim that... the Orthodox would never make a claim that you're not saved. But that's really beside the point.
Yes.
What ends up happening... No, it is, and I'll tell you how. Because all of the tingling that you got.
No, it ain't the point. My bad.
Guys end up doing with these red pillars is just to say, who are you to judge? She's been saved. No, they should judge. Absolutely, they should judge, and more Christians should be very much more righteously judgmental against these horrific human beings who suddenly claim they found Jesus yesterday, go inside of the patriarchal churches and begin the dismantling of them from the inside out. We should judge them. Yes, we should. Right, Lauren? We should judge these women, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Well, like, pornography is wrong. OnlyFans is wrong. But the question is, like, when someone turns away from that, do we accept them in the church as recognizing?
Listen,
that they are sinners and that they are not.
The reason that we have a
catechesis
catechesis inside of Orthodoxy that takes many years is to make sure that you can weed out people who aren't ready for.
Thank you. And this is exactly what I was talking about before. This is exactly what Pearl was talking about. There's no proof that Nala has changed other than that ridiculous publicity stunt with the baptism. Hell, for all we know, she could be taking a dick in the ass right now. But because she said she was repented, the church just accepted and forgave her. No, man, you gotta put through your paces, man. When me and my ex-wife Darcy wanted to join the Catholic Church, they didn't just say welcome in. No, you gotta go through RCIA, and RCIA is tough, man. It's time consuming. They want to make sure that you are serious about the oh Jesus Christ, about the sacraments, etc., etc. That's why they make you go through this. That's why people don't just come off the street and be like, I'm Catholic. No, you got to do it the right way. The Level Up Man with a $5 super chat says, God forgives, Jesus saves. But Lauren, we are not God. We are not Jesus. We are not required to forgive, save, or even accept you for your mistakes. Thank you. Look, man, leave that to the church. Do these porn stars, do they deserve acceptance? Maybe. They're not going to get it from me. The Forest, with a $10 super chat, says, Pearl is like the little ones from Emperor's New Clothes. She doesn't need to be the best debater, but she will call out the Emperor for wearing nothing, hence why they chameleons come after her. The chameleons come after her. Yeah, you're right. Switchblade, with the $5 super chat, says, isn't it funny that Lauren had to use the logical equivalent of African black women or American black women, which are peaceful Latinas, to prove her argument initially? Yeah, I think that's funny as hell and comedically tragic. That's a very good observation.
The faith.
And that's a very good comparison. Good super chat there.
Theosis and Christianity is a lifelong process. The path is narrow. It's very easy to fall off of that path. There's no reason for us. In fact, I would say the opposite is true. That your relationship with Jesus Christ should be kept as private as possible. And all of your charitable contributions, donations, things like that should also be kept confidential.
And you want to know something? Yeah, the charitable contributions are always good. This is why this Lauren is why you don't know about Andrew Tate's charitable contributions.
Instead, is these people go on these massive publicity tours, oftentimes heralded by people such as yourself, who make these videos, these long-form videos, absolutely kissing their ass, when you should be completely dismantling and wrecking them. They're horrific for the patriarchal structures which you seem to want to advocate for. Why should we kiss their asses? So there's Pearl Davis. She's not kissing their ass.
No.
She says, no, broad, get out of here. You're completely destroying the fabric of society, and you're using this as a cloak. We can clearly see you're using it as a cloak, and you people lambast her for saying that, but it's true.
Dude, he absolutely just smoked her like one of the 20 cigarettes in that box. Good God. Phoenix Light Games with the $10 super chat says, the question is not whether she can be saved. The question is, does she deserve to be saved? Has she earned it? That's a fuck no from me and anyone who has common sense. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So when it comes to someone...
by the way, let me take this time to quickly remind you guys, for those of you guys who are just tuning in, I made a major announcement for Club TSR. Club TSR is our SMS text notification service that you can sign up for to get all notifications every time I go live. And the way it works is this. Devin has made it so that you can choose which notifications come directly to your phone. You can pick all live stream notifications. You can pick dating show breakdowns only, CME updates, TSR Academy notifications, or all of them. You don't have to pick one or all. You can pick 2, you can pick 3, you can pick 4, you can pick none, which wouldn't make any sense. But you can check off as many or as few boxes as you want, and you will only get those notifications. Guys, this is $2.99 per month. $2.99 per month. Mike Steele already could have bought a membership. Phoenix Light Games probably could have bought about 12 of them. $2.99 a month, guys, and that guarantees that you will never, ever, ever miss another live stream again. However, if you are already a Sharpe Stream member and would like to get into Club TSR, no problem. You can upgrade to Sharpe Stream Plus, which gives you all of the benefits of Sharpe Stream Plus Club TSR, which are customizable SMS and text notifications. That's only $1.49. So if you pay $5 a month now, just pay a buck and a half more per month, and you too will get all of the push notifications that you can. You too will get the push notifications. Not all you can handle, because we're only going to send out 2 a day, but you will get push notifications for the things that you care about. Just go to donovansharpe.com/SMS. That's donovansharpe.com/SMS to sign up. U.S. numbers only. We accept all cards. We accept Cash App, Google Pay, and Apple Pay. All right, let's continue. Oops, sorry.
Like knowledge, do you think you just said you should be keeping your relationship with Christ private?
Yeah, Mike Clock says, how does that apply to lifetime members? No, the SMS text notification, that is a completely separate service. That is not included. That doesn't come with Patreon membership. That doesn't come with Sharpe Stream membership. And the reason for that is because this is notoriously expensive. And so to offset the cost, we charge $2.99 per month.
Do you think that someone who is newly saved should be is it a bad thing if they share their testimony?
Absolutely. I don't give a shit. Big Mo with the $5 super chat says, even if we do forgive, we still reserve the right to not commit our team to these chameleons and born agains. Your team is your time, your energy, your attention, and your money. I usually say tears. Coach Greg Adams says meat. Shout out to him. Very good super chat, Big Mo. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Running around the country trying to share your testimony of your salvation from the day before. It actually is a defeater to the position of the humbleness of Christianity. You're supposed to operate within Christianity with humility. That is the entire point of it. You're not supposed to pray publicly. You're not supposed to say, look at me. You're not supposed to tell people on Twitter, oh, I'll pray for you. That's just saying fuck you. That's all that's saying.
Yep.
I'll pray for you is just saying fuck you. That's
right.
all it is.
That's right.
Okay? That's bullshit. That's not Christianity. That's something totally different than what Christianity is. And all I see is people on your side completely going after these red pill podcasters and people like this. And yes, it's true. Many of them are degenerates. But that doesn't make them less right about what's going on in the fact that the Christ pillars offer no prescriptions to marriage at all. They offer nothing.
I don't think.
Oh my God, this dude is cooking this broad. Yo, this is ugly. Devin in the chat says, some people can change, but they have to live it for a long time before you can back it. Salvation isn't instant, and neither is acceptance. We all pay. Oh, wow. Damn, y'all are coming with the knowledge today.
That's fair to say they offer no prescriptions for marriage
at
all.
Then what? Sorry about that, guys.
Okay, Lauren, why should a secularist man get married?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one. I can't wait to hear this one. Okay, so the red pillars are wrong, are we? Okay. What's your solution, Lauren? What's your solution? What is your solution for secularist men who rightfully make the decision not to have children or get into a contract with the state, which literally gives a woman carte blanche to take half of your shit and your kids and present and future income? Please, inquiring minds want to know, Lauren. Let's go.
Give me one good reason.
Thank you. Let's go.
Well, I think that
let's rewind that again.
Married. Give me one good reason.
Well, I think
that how to get married. Give me one good reason.
Well, I think that having children.
Yeah. See, there we go. She can't answer the goddamn question. Phoenix Light Games with a $20 super chat said, I figured it out. That's why Miss Russia was pissed at Pearl. She's exactly like Nala, a whore. And she saw the video Pearl did about her. She was literally talking about her, hence the hostility and envy. Pearl's winning El Russia. Well, how about that? Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense. Because Miss Russia is an OnlyFans creator. She is an OnlyFans creator. So yeah, that explains why she was so hostile with Pearl. They all have a reason.
Children is a very good and very important one.
Why should a
that didn't answer the question, sweetie? We they're what seriously, Lauren? What is the prescription? What is the prescription? Just answer the question.
Secular man want children. Why would you want a secular man to have children?
Ooh, oh boy.
Well, because I mean, aside from the general decline in birth rates, which I think is a
you want
pretty
secularists to continue to reproduce? That seems like a good idea to you?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I think, you know what? I'm not going to guess. Fuck it. I'll just let it play. Look, I think this is bad.
Yes, I think even if you are not Christian, you probably should have.
Oh, she's not a real Christian. Oh, she is not a real Christian. She's not a real Christian.
Have kids, we're at a point.
Is their marriage valid if it's a secularist marriage to begin with, Lauren?
Valid? No.
No.
Oh, God. Oh, no. This Christian conservative woman just said that secularists should get married and have children even if their union isn't valid. Ay. Oh, boy. Boy, he walked her right into that one, didn't he? Dr. B84 with the $5 super chat says, Andrew is just cooking another pig on the grill at this point after making enough steak to feed the manosphere. Wow, dude. He's, well, man.
So then you're basically telling them to sin, right, Lauren? Aren't you telling them to sin by telling them to get a...
Dude, I didn't know it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I knew it, but I had a feeling this might be where, oh boy, this is bad.
Non-Christian marriage and have children. Aren't you telling them to sin, Lauren?
Ooh. Yeah, that's a yes. Ooh.
Okay, this is, yeah.
What's that?
Oh my God, she agrees with him.
Yes, you're telling. So you're telling people to sin, Lauren? That's your prescription. The whole time you've been beating the holy hell out of the red pillars, and the entire time they've been right, and you've been telling them to sin, Lauren.
Oh, she can't get out of this. She has to agree. Look, dude, look at her body language. Look at her body language. Look. And guys, listen. I don't think she's at this point. It doesn't look like she's looking for an argument. I think she's rethinking her position on this. I think she is genuinely thinking, at least that's what her body language, and you can always tell. See, that's the thing that I like about Lauren. That's the thing I like about Lauren, or one of the not so terrible things about this debate is that she's not just listening to respond. She's actually listening and processing and comprehending. If you look at her body language, it looks like she's thinking, you know what? This dude might be right.
So hang on. Let's answer.
Oh, never mind. Fuck it. Never mind. All right. Well, never mind. I tried, y'all. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's look at it from, all right. Well,
question, Lauren.
I'm happy to admit where I'm wrong. This is not a problem for me. Let's talk about this. So do you believe that it is sinful for a man to get married and have kids if he is not a Christian?
That's not marriage. Woo! Marriage is a sacrament between a man and a woman.
Oh my God.
That's within the purview of the Christian ethic.
Yes.
You have been running around with the rest of the tradcons.
Dude, this guy is a lot smarter than me. Holy fuck, man.
Telling men to sin, Lauren. Why are you doing that? Why? Now answer my question. Why are you doing that, Lauren?
Well, I think you're illustrating something, and again, you're getting upset with me here, but I'm happy to hear if I'm wrong, and we can talk about this. But I mean, that is so.
How about admitting it, Lauren? Elena says, "Want to take it back, Donovan?" Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
That is it is true. I have argued for like a civil marriage, even within, if you're going to have kids as a man. Even if you're not religious, cohabitation does not have the same outcomes as a civil marriage. That is true. There is still a difference between...
And it's all sinful, right, Lauren?
Oh, he's sharp.
Yes, I think
then
that...
why are you advocating that people sin? Answer my question.
Oh, my God.
I guess I would...
He's got
That's true. That's true. I guess my argument should be first for people to...
And now you know why I think you're a feminist, Lauren.
Oh, my God. It is a wrap. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. Dude, he literally just dog walked this chick. He's got this bitch rethinking life right now. Man. She just admitted that she was wrong. Holy God.
Because of the marriage thing?
Because you go out of your way. You haven't thought these positions. The problem is when you lift these positions from people and you haven't actually thought about them, you end up being at the mercy of them.
Woo!
The reason I engage so much with these red pillars, the reason I engage so much with them, so that I actually understand their positions. The reason that I engage so much with the Christian sphere is so that I can really understand the positions. You don't have a good understanding or grasp on these positions. And it's covert feminism.
Hey.
What ends up happening, ultimately, because you haven't thought these through, is you end up advocating for things like this, which are literally sinful, and you don't even know you're advocating for.
God damn.
No, I think you're right on and I will cede that. But I think when...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's it. She just admitted it. She said, "I will literally cede that." Is that what she said?
No, I think you're right on and I will cede that. But I think
wow, God damn. Kyle 2020 says Andrew just killed her whole career. Brand is gone. Yeah, maybe.
When it comes to like the voting thing, I don't think it's fair to say that I haven't considered it. I think this is a good illustration of, you're right here when it comes to,
oh my God,
advocating for secular marriage.
Oh my God,
I can simultaneously acknowledge that a secular marriage still has better outcomes for those involved and any children involved than something like cohabitation.
Oh, you're a Christian. You're not a consequentialist.
Oh!
You're not looking for outcomes. You're not looking for outcomes.
Let me finish. But then also recognize that by my own standard, that is not a marriage and is therefore sinful.
So that would be a contradiction, a performative contradiction.
I don't think it would be performative. I think it would be
that is definitely performative, because that's what she's doing right now.
But it's not just for performance, though. If you're actually like,
yes, it is for performance.
Thank you. Yes, it is for performance. This is why your channel exists, Lauren. Come on.
Performance of X action leads to contradiction. It's a performative contradiction in your worldview.
Oh my God, this
it is a contradiction of my worldview, but I wouldn't say it's performative. I'm not doing it for an audience.
Okay, fine.
Yes, you are doing it for an audience, because that's why you have an audience, Lauren.
We won't make the semantic too detailed, but it's a contradiction. Fine, as long as you concede that it's contradictory inside of your world.
He said, all right, we won't get into semantics this time, but yes, okay, fine, fuck it.
But let's go even deeper. Let's go even deeper into it, so that you understand even more.
She said, I will take that L.
Where these guys are coming from.
Dude, I like the fact that he has her on the ropes, and she just said, I'll take that L, and he's like, okay, let me continue to beat you into the ground.
Why in the world?
Sorry. Could we just stop for a second, because we dove into what feminism is. I want to dive into what red pill is. First, though, I
well played, Lauren. Well played, because he was kicking her ass. Oh my God, dude! You know what just happened? Check this out. Here's what happened. Yo, hey, we need a timeout. Man. We need a timeout. The opposing team has busted our 2-3 zone. They're pressing us full court press. They're on a 16-3 run. Yo, let me get a timeout. Let's talk it over. That's exactly what the fuck that was. Woo! Wow! Holy God!
Do you need to get these chats up? Okay, Arceon says, I think feminism was designed as anti-patriarchy, but in practice, those who believe in it actually do care about egalitarianism. At least some do. The McClone Code says, gender exists only if you think of it as the typical expected expressions, physical and behavioral, of each sex, and there's only two one-to-one map. The sarcastic saint says, Laura, please forgive Andrew because he hasn't been laid and the whatever podcasts get to him. He just needs to take a cold shower and, okay, well, that's... Arceon says, it's not the devil you're persuading, it's people.
Woo!
Arceon says, Christ forgave and spent time with a prostitute.
Yes, Christ forgave and spent time with a prostitute because he's Christ. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're not Christ. Just because Christ did it doesn't mean we got to do it too.
Lori, if you can debate Rollo Tomasi next live, I will not need anything for Christmas. Okay, thank you guys. I think we're all cut up there. Okay, so let's talk about what the red pill is and what I view as the problems with red pill. So I view the red pill as kind of an offshoot or something that developed from maybe earlier MGTOW or manosphere types. So a lot of the complaints center around inequality before the courts and family law specifically benefiting women.
Yes, that's because it's true.
I don't disagree there, but you mentioned yourself that they can be degenerate. And when I look at someone like the Fresh and Fit guys who do talk about, like, they encourage promiscuity among men.
Okay. And listen, she's right. She has a point. She does have a point. But this goes back to the question that Andrew asked her 15 minutes ago. What's the solution? What's the solution? If Fresh and Fit, and listen, I'm gonna tell you what, dude. Myron and I, we have these conversations all the time, dude. We have these conversations all the time, man. Society is so fucked up. It is so fucked up that we have to, and I'll admit this, we have to stoop to literal degeneracy in order to be successful with women. It should not be this way, but that's the way it is. So, and I agree, it shouldn't be that way. But this is why people tune into Fresh and Fit, because there's no alternative. So again, I hope Andrew pins her down on this again, because this is going to circle right back into, okay, if Fresh and Fit are advocating for degeneracy, what do you suggest? What's the church's position on the way men should navigate today's dating market?
That's not something that I support.
Yeah, but again, this is a detailed problem with your worldview. So let me dive right into this as well. These are secularists. And these secularist men are trying to help secularist men.
Exactly.
The Christians are supposed to be coming in with solutions to these issues, and what happens is, like you, they have actual contradictions inside of their worldview, so these guys don't want to listen to them. What you guys say is, oh, hey, just roll the dice, and hopefully...
Kaya Runt says, Walter needs to keep a snake in his pants. Why? Because you can't?
You'll get lucky, and maybe you won't marry...
Yeah, guys like Kaya Runte are just like every other Fresh and Fit loser out there. You're just mad. You're just mad that Fresh lives a better life than you ever will. See, like guys like Kaya Runte can only wish to have a prostitute accuse him of knocking her up. Don't worry about his dick. Don't be dick policing.
Marry one of these horrible women.
So Kaya Runte is Fresh and Fit's biggest fan. Yep, he's Fresh and Fit's biggest fan. Those losers always are. All right, Kaya, slow the fuck down. No. I'm good. Use holes aren't my thing like you guys. We've got a black pillar in the house. Oh yes, we got us a black pillar in the house. Boy, we were fishing and we caught one. Woo! We were fishing and we caught one. Kyer says, nah, I'm good. Used holes aren't my thing. You know, it's interesting. I don't know why in the world people like Kyer think that we actually believe them when they come in here talking about these unbelievable lives they live. Oh no, I'm good. You know, okay. So your house is filled with virgins, right? Got a bunch of hot 19-year-old virgins, do you? No, of course not. Because if you really were as successful and were living as good a life as you say you were, you wouldn't be in my chat right now. You'd be out there dominating life instead of being in my chat trolling. Yep, nice try.
What is the actual Christian prescription? So then tell me, Lauren, what is the actual Christian prescription
wait a minute.
to hypergamy in society for women and mate select?
Thank you. He asked the question. Wow. I'm so glad he asked the question. Nick Tarver with the $5 super chat says, hey, Donovan, my black side of the family disowned me when they found out I don't date black women. You can't make this shit up. Damn. Are you serious? They really disowned you for real? Damn. Oh, that is the cutest little dog in the world. I'm watching the dog show. Oh my God, it's a wire-haired dachshund. Oh my God, I need one of those in my life. Sorry. Dr. B84 with the $10 super chat says, these days, guys don't have a choice. These chicks are out here racking up body counts, pardon me, like Casa Nostra. So if you aren't strapped up, you are done. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Oh, there it is. Oops, sorry.
What is the actual solution that you have from a Christian ethic that you can give these guys that's better than what Fresh and Fit gives them?
Or maybe Kyer Runte can give them the solution, since Kyer Runte has all the answers. Because look, clearly guys like Kyer, I don't even know what the fuck kind of name that is. Clearly guys like Kyer have it all figured out because we're all losers. He's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to be a multimillionaire who has 2 Lambos and a Rolls Royce, who has bitches throwing themselves at him all the time and will never have to worry about money again in life. No, I'm good.
Stop the cap.
No, you hate because you appreciate. Narashi says, Kyer triggered you. Yes, Kyer did trigger me. I get triggered by losers all the time. Listen, man, I got a lot of triggers. Stupid people, and stupid people and haters. Yeah, Kyer absolutely triggered me. You got me on that one. Try again, buddy. Oops.
I don't have a problem with hypergamy.
Yeah, that's not my question.
What's the solution, Lauren?
My question is, if you believe in monogamy because you're a Christian, but women are not acting in a monogamous way inside society, which they're not.
And Kyer, I don't read my comments, so fire away. Narashi says I'm right. Yes, you are right. Narashi, listen, I'm not denying it. Yes, he triggered me. He absolutely triggered me. I get triggered by men, who worship other men, but then act like they hate them. It's almost homoerotic, to be quite honest with you. Like, it's just weird. Like, these guys are dick policing, like, I would never. Yeah, you would. Of course you would. The only people, the people going after Walter are people that envy him. That's obvious. Come on.
What is the prescription that you're going to give to men? There's not enough women to go around who are virtuous for the virtuous men.
Thank you.
What prescription are you going to give to the secularists?
Let's go.
Do you even have one?
No.
You don't have one, right?
Of course not. No.
No, I think the solution is to do things like change family court, absolutely change the law surrounding divorce. I think a lot of men.
Okay, Lauren, answer the question. What solutions do you have for secularist men? We know the court systems have to be changed. We know all that. Yeah, Narashi is the type of loser that thinks he wins arguments by saying, you're just triggered. Well, you can't win the argument if it's true. Like, yes, he triggered me. Okay, you win the argument. So now what? Come on, man. Nope. Yeah, somebody get Narashi out of here. It's obvious that she is not a part of this community.
And even if they are secularists, would feel better going into a marriage if they didn't think that there was such a good chance that they absolutely lose everything in the divorce.
Dude.
And I also think that
I'm
you
sorry.
say that there's not enough good women to go around. I think that's true. In my video talking about the women and the right, I believe a lot of this
We know the problem, Lauren. We know the problem. We know the problem. Stanley Frederic says, hey, Donovan, I hope you break down Daisy. Oh, yeah, I will absolutely break that down for sure. For sure.
Stems from a lack of leadership from men in the church. I think there should be a lot of churches, they prioritize gynocentrism, female sensibilities.
Lauren, we get it. We understand what the problem is. What's the solution?
Over actual male leadership. And I think that's a problem. And I think if we were to let the
this
church
doesn't answer the question. What is the actual prescription that
Lauren,
you can give to men right now who are facing down the barrel of marriage, right? Where you have a state contract in a secular way. These guys are speaking to secular men. You're the Christian who's trying to convert them. What's the actual prescription that you're going to give these guys?
It's the PVGB or the PBGB.
It comes to marriage.
The Brussels Griffon something.
What is it, Lauren?
Bad Rasta said Andrew's too smart for her. Dude, this dude is too smart for me. God damn.
Well, I think you pointed out that any prescription when it comes to marriage, if you're talking to a secularist, should be to follow Christ, because anything less than that is not a marriage.
Yes, but again, the church is flawed. The church is like, I don't know. I can't imagine Lauren is this stupid, right? I can't imagine she's so stupid to come after to come after the red pill, but not have a solution. See, we go after feminists, but we have solutions, right? That's what we offer. We offer solutions and real world actionable advice, not a bunch of jibber jabber and complaining. Phoenix Light Games with the $10 super chat, pardon me, says, hey, Donovan, I wanted to ask you a question. Genuinely, do you think a difference in quality or quantity of women that, wait, hold on. Oh, that's a very good piece. Okay, so he says, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you genuinely think a difference in quality or quantity of women that hate Pearl in Kansas? Are there differences why women or black women hate each other party? I don't understand the last part of that question, but yeah. No. Well, there is a difference on Candace's side. Candace gets attacked. Candace and Pearl get attacked by black women and white women. Pearl gets attacked more by black women because black women just hate white girls because white girls are everything that they wish they could be but are not, right? And then black women hate Candace because she holds a mirror up to them and says, hey, look, I'm black and I'm not a hood rat. So, yeah.
Oh, and they go, yeah, but I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to, have sex with a bunch of hot chicks.
Yes.
And then never tie myself down with the state. That makes a lot more sense. Can you actually tell me why that's illogical from a secular progressive state? I can't actually think of how it's illogical for a man who's a secularist to say, I don't want to get married in the current.
Kevin's Corner says, heading to the Jim Sharp Nation, Ravens versus Chiefs will be the opening game in September. We'll catch the rest of this live later. Yes. Baltimore at Kansas. Watch the Chiefs raise their fourth banner. Ay. Should be a good one. Don't hurt yourself, Kev.
In the current sphere, the women are not virtuous. And instead, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to have tons and tons of sex. And that's it. Why is that actually problematic from that stance?
Thank you.
Doesn't it seem like it's good advice for fresh and...
If your problem with women is that too many of them have slept around, etc., then I don't think you need to be a Christian to recognize that by continuing to sleep with these women, you are exacerbating the problem. Unless you're...
Nope, that would be contrary to hypergamy. Hypergamy is actually stating...
Oh, my God. I have never thought of it that way. I have never thought of it that way. That's incredible.
Debating the problem, unless you're...
Nope, that would be contrary to hypergamy. Hypergamy is actually stating the opposite within the red pill, within the red pill thought process. They're actually stating the opposite, that most men cannot sleep with X amount of women. Most of them cannot. Most women can sleep with whatever guy they want. Most guys cannot sleep with whatever woman they want. So it would actually be the opposite within their sphere. So they're telling men, actually, you're probably not going to be able to do this thing. However, here's self-improvement you can do, which would improve your chances of mate selection and things like this. From a secular standpoint, how in the world could they possibly be wrong? What are you offering? This is the question. What are you offering from the Christian church, from the Christian perspective?
Right. If you think Fresh and Fit are a bunch of degenerates, give me an alternative. Like in the words of Post Malone, give me something real. Like, what are we doing here? Mike Steele with the $20 super chat says secular. Ooh, this is good. Secular problems require secular solutions. The state contract is the secular problem. The secular solution is to avoid it. Our options are prenups, never get married, or covenant marriage in the church and exclude the state. Unbelievable. Lauren has no idea that the solution that the Christian church should offer to men is literally the church. If there's a girl you want to get married to, do it in the church. Don't tie yourself to the state. Phoenix Light Games with a $10 super chat says, Pearl said it on Fresh and Fit. When women are given free will, they don't choose monogamy. They choose to kill and destroy. Men respond to the market, Lauren. Donovan, Fresh and Fit, the Tates, etc. see the problem and give solutions. Very good. Very good super chat, man. You guys are killing it.
To combat these ideas, Lauren, what are you actually showing them?
Well, once more, you talk about the fact that, well, they're offering self-improvement so that men can...
What do you offer? Okay, now she's not listening.
Prove their chance.
Yeah, it doesn't... it doesn't look like Pearl's going to be able to make it, y'all. I'm going to have to take her off of the marquee.
Just for mate selection, I will maintain, if you are a man who believes that promiscuity amongst women, sleeping with men who they are not married to, is a problem, you cannot engage in that same behavior while complaining about the problem. You are exacerbating the problem.
This right here, this is a feminist stance. Lauren has no idea that most men can't sleep with most women, but that most women could probably sleep with most men. Guys. Like, seriously. It's like she doesn't get that. So here she goes again. Men do it too. You guys complain about hoes, but you still smash them. Lauren, hoes aren't smashing every guy. Hoes aren't smashing every guy. Dude, hoes are fucking the top 10, 15% of guys. That's it. They're not out here fucking everything that moves. Not like guys try to do. Fuck out of here, man.
Problem.
Yeah, but most of those men are not exacerbating the problem.
Thank you.
This is not a male problem. This would be a woman problem when it comes to hypergamy.
Oh,
if most of the women are sleeping with a select few men, how's that a man's issue? Woo! That would be a woman's issue.
Oh, my God.
And again, you still have not answered the question from the church, from the Christian perspective. What would you do to solve that?
Well, I think what we need to do to solve that is when it comes to things like, sex outside of wedlock, as a church, we have fault. Like, the Christian church has failed in enforcing those moral standards. I mean, it's true.
And this is why people watch Fresh and Fit, Lauren. Lauren is saying what Fresh and Fit is doing is bad. Okay, so what's your solution? I don't know. We're trying to fix it. Like, come on, man.
How many, if you think about, like, church...
Dr. B84 with the $5 super chat says, her solipsism prevents her from seeing the male's perspective, but this is most women anyway. That's exactly right.
Singles groups, or even...
Mike Steele says, newsflash, Lauren. Men like sex. You're right, exactly. Who knew? Men like sex. Who knew?
And just general services, how many of them talk about something like sex within marriage specifically? It's not a popular concept. It's not something that I think a lot...
Okay, guys, unfortunately, I got to leave it there. I have to leave it there because it is 8 o'clock at night, and I have now been live streaming for nearly 4 hours. I'll pick this up. God, I don't know how I'm going to do this schedule this week. I was only going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it looks like I'm going to have to go Monday through Friday so I can get through this one and the whatever podcast. So, so thank you guys very, very much for your generosity. Mike Hawk, thank you for gifting those five new members. I appreciate that very much. Guys, share the video. Share the video with anyone who pees standing up. And again, go to donovansharpe.com/SMS to sign up for the new Donovan or the new Club TSR. The Club TSR for the SMS text notifications. Sorry about that. For the SMS text notifications, make sure you opt in to those. And pardon me. Sorry about that. Make sure you sign up for that, and you will never, ever, ever miss another live stream again. Another couple of announcements, guys. You've been waiting on it. The Hulu or the documentary. The CME documentary, gentlemen. The CME documentary drops this Thursday on Hulu. The CME documentary drops this Thursday on Hulu. That's right. ABC and Hulu came down to Miami. They covered the CME, and they've done a documentary on it. I can't wait to see it, but then again, I can. So we'll see what happens. I think they're going to give me a fair shake. I think they'll probably poke and prod in ways I've been poked and prodded before, which is no problem. But I don't have a reason to believe that they're going to be unfair. And so hopefully my instincts are correct on this. Yeah, that's right. Oh yes, that's right. Oh yes, that's right, guys. Your boy made it. Anthony Johnson talked all that shit. I'm a loser and this and that, lying about Devin having a kid and all this other kind of stuff. Yeah. Now what, loser? Now what? You knocked up a whore. You got 2 kids you got to take care of. You're not making any money. I don't know how that's happening. Meanwhile, I'm going to be on fucking Hulu in a few days. Go fuck yourself. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.